transfer and who was always on Henry. I was like, who's on Henry? Who's on Henry? I was saying that so loud you can hear me, right? Who's on Henry? And Yasi was trying to tell me. I was so angry.
Yeah,
I was just so angry.
Tapos ang nang liston siya unsa tong gingon. Don't even mess around. Something like
Oh
that.
yeah. Nah, look, I kind of get it off mic. Something like the same. I think the same as different matchup. I'm not
Pero
even.
katong Dani, kami ba nga naka-ankle socks with his shoes pero higua to niya eh.
Oh my God, bro.
Kwanto siya? Kanang scholar to ni Constam.
Kani pero tanaw ni mo.
Ato laging nagkamera? Itong Amerikanohon?
No, the dude.
The pink.
The big
katong
guy, I was like,
Tanaw ko
dude, 6'8".
Dili si Constam nagdato si Henry nagdato. Si Henry.
Yeah, he's a part of his Rico's crew.
Kang Henry to nga grupo.
It doesn't look like a baller one but when
Holy crap, he's.
but when
Katong gamay kusog mo layap.
I know
Gamay.
that's his ball boy.
Katong
That's
pink
his ball
yun.
boy. The pink guy was the most impressive guy. I think his name was like Alexon or something.
Election.
Alexon. I was like, get the ball. I was yelling to Neil, like, get the ball to Alexon. Don't even think about shooting. Just get it to him. Let him fire away, and he's on fire. So, fun things that happen for us on a Wednesday, boys and girls. We like to welcome
Monday and Wednesday.
Monday, Wednesday. I will see a certain person back next Wednesday. That much I can promise you. I'm not gonna. He's also part of the Windsor group.
Yeah.
So, shout out to him. I'll see you next week. Anyway, all right. You know it's Thursday. You know what that means. It's time for another episode of GST. Officially taking over your Thursdays and made it the ultimate sports day for our Windsor Nation. Javith Quinonala on deck. And if you're wondering why there's a missing person in this seat, Jax
Manila.
Bautista has not come back yet from his milk cruise stint.
Yeah, he was so stressed yesterday.
And the funny part we talked about in the chat, walang ginabot doon, walang puwente, pungko-pungko sa puwente doon, so wala siyang pang labas ng stress niya. So, doon ako natatawa sa kanya na
Like they're up by
iniisip ko.
20.
They're up by 20. You know what's funny? When I got to Ground Zero yesterday, and for everybody watching, Ground Zero is a great place for you guys to get a good workout in. One of the moms who was supposed to send one of her kids to the tournament, but I believe it was logistics reasons kung bakit hindi siya nakasali. Kapag niya nabalita sa akin na, Jeff, alam mo ba yung score? Sabi ko, saan? Sa Milko? Sabi niya, oo. Akala ko lamang tayo 20. Sabi niya, oo, pero isa na lang naman ko. What? What happened?
Yeah.
So the mom was trying to explain, hey, ito yung nangyari. Ganun, na full court press sila, ganun.
And the son of RJ Hazul went on fire.
Azul and the other dude, the Vinagasha. That the Vinagasha kid. And
But one of our dudes though got noticed.
yeah, Florence.
Friends.
Not true, Francis.
Yeah, the appeal.
I think.
Well, that's good. I'm hearing some of the kids. I'm hearing some of the kids out there already getting offers, which is very, very good. Which is, I think, the point of the whole thing. And Leita is gonna be super, super proud because it's looking likely that the kid that I dropped, Rowie.
Sa Ground Zero ng chat?
Oh, sa chat natin.
Okay.
Sorry, his name is. Y'all better start to recognize this name, bro. Rowie Caballero from Leyte. From Leyte, Dream Big Leyte in the Milko. Most likely he's gonna be the league MVP, and most likely he's gonna be chosen
Batangilas.
for Batangilas Yusuf. So I'm very happy for him.
And to Coach Jack said, his team is the heavy favorites to win in their bracket. So yeah.
I like that. I like that news. They lost earlier. Who?
So
NCR. The better NCR.
There's
There's two.
So they're tagak na sila.
Probably they're.
Oo, motengo ni Henry
Like,
last night.
tagak sila.
One game pildi sila gahapon, tagak na sila.
They had a bad start. And they tried to make a comeback.
Well, that explains Jax's mood to chat. He's very straightforward with it. Like, oh, okay. I don't blame him though. All right, boys and girls. So again, David Quinonala on deck. Attorney Miguel Capahi is not joining us tonight. He is back in Leyte doing attorney things. To my right hand side is none other than Vars walk, run, sprint, Ramos.
Doing Neil things.
Inborn. By the way, guys, this is
A Kimpi?
Kimpi. Yeah, like the kanang like
I don't think that's it.
No.
It's just the way your arch It
I don't know.
almost-
Okay na.
It got emphasized when he makes a shot.
yeah, that was funny. I was trying to time it when he made a shot yesterday.
Naon yung phone pag...
Yeah, no, because he didn't point it out. Like I was like, so for all of you who watch, the guys you see here in the panel are normally together on Mondays and Wednesdays to go shoot some hoops. And I didn't know if you didn't point it out, so if you pointed it out, I would have captured it. It would have been a great one. Would have been a great video. That's to my right, Neil Ramos.
Yep, once again. Nawala ako. Once again, Neil here from Hoops Up. Follow my page.
There goes the
Again.
2 weeks.
Wala ang 2 weeks try yan.
Yeah.
The 2 weeks hot streak is over.
Again, Neil from Hoops Up, and yeah, you can see the what? You can see my the graphics there, the videos, the reels there sa page. So follow my page.
He does vlogs at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did.
Not
It
even
did.
vlog. It's even
right.
it's a live.
To my left, none other than Bucket Vault PH's very own Christian Monte Falcon.
So very happy.
Very happy. We'll talk about the happiness in a bit.
So yeah, I'm Christian from Bucketville PH. Just check our page for basketball updates and of course our memes.
All right, you know we're your go-to crew for all the latest and greatest in the action-packed world of sports.
GST is the place to be, bringing you the buzz, the beats, and of course the ball in action.
So grab the snacks, kick back, and let's dive in headfirst, Grandslam style.
And with that, we're starting our episode with game time. Here's how you can score big tonight. Share this live. Take your best shot at guessing the NBA player and drop your answer and wins your ID number below. The first one to comment with the right answer takes home the W.
We got 3 games of guess the AI generated picture and 1 game of how to stake, and each winner will receive 500 pesos worth of Windsor credits.
We're also giving 200 pesos to 5 lucky winners at the end of each live through the Wheel of Names. Everyone who didn't get to win from guess the player or guess the AI picture or how to stake are qualified for the raffle. Just comment your Windsor ID below. Here's the catch. You have to you have to tune in once your name is called. Once your name is picked from the Wheel of Names. You have 10 seconds to comment hashtag watch and win zero to make it official winner. Oh, let's cut to the chase. Show us the NBA AI photo generated photo.
He's read that script so many times. Like, nah, I already know what's coming next.
Scientist.
No, I know who
I
this
already
is.
know.
I know.
Sixers.
Yeah, I know.
Doctor. I already know the guy.
Yep. So,
For the record, for everybody, no, Miggy is not my kryptonite when it comes to debating, but Miggy is up there when it comes to basketball discourse. We've had a lot of conversations about.
I even saw your like when I added Attorney Miggy when I searched his name. I saw the graphic of you, him, and I think that's Phil on the show. Like there's
NBA
some
front
kind
row?
of a poster.
NBA front row.
I believe so. Yeah.
No,
or every Thursdays.
Yeah.
Photo?
No, before it was just me and Miggy,
Mm,
and we debate nonstop.
yeah.
So for everybody's reference, Miggy has been a long time friend of mine. We've been friends for over like a decade already. And we're super close because we talk about basketball, we talk about life, we talk about a lot of things. Every time he's here, again, Migs, you owe me a bucket of beer. I'm not paying for beer anymore when we see each other. So
the Conyo Attorney.
I would say he's conyo. I think I have a different definition of conyo kasi like I just
You are a Conyo.
conyo. I'm conyo. I'm not conyo.
Yeah, because you mix Bisaya and English.
No,
He speaks English when it's needed. But he Japheth fluent speaks Bisaya man sa needed to speak Bisaya.
I think that's where I get annoyed sometimes with the definition of konyo. Like you have the Tagalog konyo and the Bisaya konyo. I just think that the Bisaya, when you say konyo, it's like they mix it up and have a certain twang to it that's annoying. For me, I don't know. All right, we do have a winner, Romel Lirio, a regular on the show. Congratulations. The correct answer is Dr. Julius Irving. I got it when the doctor and then Sixers. Okay, gotta be Dr. J.
Yeah, the background.
Congratulations again, Mr.
Romel Lirio.
So sa mga hindi nanalo, wag mag-alala because we have 3 games left and the raffle lineup for you. So let's just keep on watching.
You guys are really trying to draw my eye line tonight with Jeff's script tonight. The crew in the back, another English shadow will not do it. Will not do it. I'm not. Y'all gotta bring some heavy fire into the show for me to say that. Miguel Capay. We've been friends for so long. I met him when he still had hair. I had hair last year.
Grabe si Miggy.
I had hair last year. I actually think I look better bald. That's my whole thing. All right, let's get into it.
Let's make sure it's not the dummy account of his wife.
It's not the dummy accounts.
Really Migs.
It's Migs. It's definitely Migs. It's 100% Migs. All right, let's get into it, guys, because this is very, very big. I'm sure everybody on Saturday at 1 in the afternoon, because it was 1 Eastern.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Here's where I want all of us to tell the viewers where we were and what we were doing when it happened. I was trying to fix a light in the house. My wife comes to me. She says, "Hey, do you know about this?" She gives me the photo, and I was like, "That has to be fake. That's like fake news." I laughed it off. And then all of a sudden, I check my phone just to I was very curious. Boom, 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 boom. Players are reacting. Is this fake? Has Shams Charania been hacked? Etc. So I was like, "This can't." I called Derek. I was like, "Is this real?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's real. Apparently, Luka Doncic has been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis." Chan, where were you when this happened?
I think I was doing work. I was doing work. Out of a sudden, I just tried to check some NBA news just to post, and I think I didn't saw it at any legit page. I just saw a basketball page that uploads that.
Like fake news?
Yeah. No, it's a basketball page. Apparently, at first, I was really thinking it was fake. Like, who would have, in the right mind, would out of a sudden trade Luka Doncic for AD? And when I searched Shams, I didn't even believe it directly. I was on the thought that maybe Shams' account was hacked. Eventually, I went to ESPN, and then
Yeah.
Even though it came from ESPN, I still can't. Like, it took me time before I tone down and calm down and realize that this is true.
Neil, where were you? Please do not say you were in bed in the covers.
Don't say
No.
you were somewhere.
It was no.
Good.
It was. I'm traveling because I think that was Monday or Tuesday that happened. I think we had lunch or something. I'm traveling because wala na paligya kudan sa mga karinderya dool, so I went to Tabunok. And all of a sudden, when I check my phone while scrolling, I see that the trade is already the trade has already happened. Luka and AD. I did not believe it at first. Same as you, Chan. I searched the legitimate account of Shams. I checked NBA. I checked Basketball Forever. I checked Clutch Sports, Clutch Points. And damn,
You didn't check Grind Time Sports?
I did.
I'm starting to hate this guy day by day.
And if believe it or not, brother.
The number one.
Believe it or not, brother. During na ako sa motor, brother, I was like doing this. What? I cannot believe. I don't really. I can't believe.
Here's a bunch of funny ones. Miggy said he was in a very, very serious meeting and he legit stood up and said, "Hala." He's an attorney, so you can imagine this is like someone either has to be dying or the baller in him reacted.
Someone has been executed.
Correct. Clang this is funny to me. Nasa gas lamp kumakain, biglang hindi na masarap yung pagkain.
Oh.
Is Clang a Mavericks fan?
No. She's a Laker fan, but
She doesn't like Luka.
Parang ginagawa na lang ni...
Hold on, wait.
Aesthetics, like, he's sad when Dalton Connect was traded. He was traded. I mean, the aesthetics part of being a Laker fan, like, the same pain when Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart was traded.
Oh yeah, and actually, yes, Mavs fan. Resident Mavs fan. Am I supposed to
Welcome to the Lakers.
Welcome to the lake. Welcome to the lake, Sham. I'm Jack.
Let's do purple and gold.
For everyone's reference, Ma'am Jacqueline Amistoso, of course, the big boss here at Wins here, is our resident Dallas Mavericks defender, fan, mega fan, what have you. And she's even today here wearing a Dallas Mavericks inspired Windsor shirt, which I was caught very surprised by and was actually very happy to see. But yes, Migs, I know you called me because I was fixing the light and Migs was trying to call me. I couldn't get back to him in time. I looked at my message. Oh, wow, this is insane. All right, let's break it down. Also, Niv Salas, I read your comment. Niv wants us to apologize for giving Rob Pelinka a lot of doo-doo over the past couple of weeks. Does Rob Pelinka deserve an apology from us? Nev, I'll say he does not, because it's about time he actually does his job. I'm just saying. I will apologize if, in the process of him coming up with these deals, he actually was doing a good job. But for the longest time, he was not.
He apparently ruined that 2020 championship
2020
game
championship
because he
team.
panicked.
Yeah, hit the panic button.
Again, that team where it went to the Western Conference Finals. Rob Pelinka. All of a sudden, the GM stuck in GM.
All of a sudden, he's executive of the year.
Yeah.
No,
Out of nowhere.
I'm so annoyed because all right, let's unpack this story. Let's unpack what we now know about the Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis trade. So there are a lot of rumors. I have my own, which I'll share later. But let's talk about the ones that are on the surface and what's being peddled in the media. This was a conversation that happened the last time the Los Angeles Lakers went to Dallas. So apparently Rob Pelinka and Nico Harrison are very good friends. They sat in a coffee shop. They were talking. And Nico Harrison tells Rob Pelinka, hey, I want to trade Luka Doncic. He's on the table. Rob Pelinka apparently laughs. And he says, you're not serious. But then Nico Harrison is apparently dead serious. Now, Rob Pelinka basically tried to negotiate what pieces he would want in that same conversation. And Nico Harrison said, all right, I'll go back and see what we can move, especially from a book's perspective. So they go back and forth. Here's where, I'll say this out loud, right? Here's where I find it's mega sketchy. They kept it so between themselves that nobody else in the media caught wind of it. Nobody. Not Shams, not Woj.
Not even LeBron.
Not LeBron. Nobody knew. So their whole MO was, we're going to not tell anybody and just pull off the trade. So as the days go by, about last week, Nico Harrison goes to Mavericks Governor Dumont and says, hey, I want to trade Luka Doncic. To which he was also laughed at by Dumont saying, are you crazy? Dumont then hears out Harrison, and then they pull off the trade, which happened on Saturday this week. Now, the press release is that Nico Harrison and the Mavericks had concerns with Luka Doncic's conditioning, saying that he did not adhere to whatever they were trying to lay out for him.
He's fat, in other words.
He's fat, in other words, which is what they're trying to say the Dallas Mavericks are. The second point is that a lot of people are saying they don't want to pay the Supermax contract or the Mega Max contract that Luka Doncic is due, which is about, I think, $350 million.
Yeah,
$326 million, which he would be due by next season. Okay. Now, so that's what's on the surface in terms of the story about the Luka Doncic and AD trade. Here are my questions for the entire group, to which I draw the conclusion that this was not Nico Harrison acting alone. His whole position is that Luka Doncic is not in great shape. I then put up you can follow this in guard time. I then put up a picture of somebody who's 270. So it's Wendell Carter Jr. and Jahlil Okafor. They're 7'1" both, and they're 270. I then put a picture of Luka Doncic arriving in Los Angeles. And then I put a picture of Luka Doncic back in the NBA Finals where he was 230. He does not look 270. He is not 270. Which is what Nico Harrison was peddling as the story, that, hey, we traded because he's not well conditioned. Now, second piece. How is it that this guy who is supposedly fat he is on this in the season, because you can't get fat. You can't gain 40 pounds in less than the month that he's been gone? Even I can't do that, Chan. I have to eat at a buffet every day and not work out. Lest you forget, I'm a basketball player. So you have a bead on my eating habits, the Mavericks organization, sorry. You have a bead on my eating habits. You have a bead on my workouts. You have a bead on when I'm on the court, what I'm doing to recover from my calf problem or whatever it was. And Dorian Finney-Smith encapsulated it best. Because his season averages are 28, I think 29, or leading on 30, 39 and 8. DFS said it best. I guess I should also be 270 if I'm averaging, for me to average those numbers. So if you're Nico Harrison, you're calling into question Luka Doncic's conditioning and just going off the aesthetic where you're hoping people will see he's fat. But even if he is fat, he's still the best player in my mind outside of Shea right now. And Jokic is now coming in at third. Luka Doncic is the best player in the league. That's the second piece. The third piece. Why the Lakers? The news outlets are saying that Nico Harrison knew who he wanted. He wanted a defensive big man. My question here is, there are also a lot of two-way Giannis Antetokounmpo. Why did you not make a play for him? Why was it also just the Lakers? In that capacity, we talked about before with Miggy when he was here. When you're talking about trade value, you want to get something back which is the equivalent of what you're giving away. So what does that mean? If you're giving away somebody who was first team All-NBA last year, why on earth are you not making a play for somebody who was also in the same disposition last year and could be in that list still this year? Who are those guys? Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic himself, and Jason Tatum. That's the 5. He did not make a play for anybody on this 5. Not a single phone call, an email, an SMS. According to the most reliable and deepest sources possible, he only had a conversation with one other team that would not be named. But the speculation is it was the Milwaukee Bucks. But again, we can't really verify because nobody is willing to corroborate the story. What we do know is that he had a conversation solely and was shopping Luka Doncic to one bidder, and it was for Anthony Davis on the Lakers. My question here is, why just the Lakers? Why? You could even go, why not get Kawhi Leonard? Why not get Joel Embiid? Why not get Giannis Antetokounmpo if that is your core premise? That you wanted somebody who would anchor your defense on both sides of the ball. If you made a play for Giannis, nobody would be as shocked as we are or as the entire world was. But we were all shocked because you made a play for a 31-year-old Anthony Davis.
Injury
prone, who in the prime of his career when he was in the New Orleans Pelicans, could not even carry New Orleans past the first round.
Even with DeMarcus Cousins.
Even with Boogie, with Drew Holiday, with that team.
Josh Hart.
They were a very good team. They could not get past the first round. Jan, I'll go to you on this one before I circle back. Why is everyone shocked at this trade, essentially, outside of all the things that I mentioned? Because is it because it doesn't make sense? Because it's not a win? What is it?
Basically, it's against human logic. When you weigh the trade, like what the Dallas Mavericks did is just basically gifted the Lakers a generational talent. Like come next season, LeBron have the opportunity to decline his player option. He can basically, the Mavericks just gave the Lakers a possible championship next season because when LeBron declines, he can again sign a lesser value of a contract, and Luka would probably not get his would not get a larger contract, but rather have that 121 million 2 years contract, and the third year would be a player option. It gives the Lakers a flexibility to get vital role players come next season. As for Dallas Mavericks, it creates a lot of problem because Kyrie would probably be a player option, have the player option next season. So we don't know the status of Kyrie's emotion right now. Maybe he might left out of a sudden from the Dallas Mavericks and leaves AD alone until 2028. So aside from the technicalities, I think the biggest surprise there is why Luka for AD. It's not really giving justice.
Hold on. Who in the back? Yell yes or no. I just want to know in the back. Who likes the Luka AD trade?
Mike. Only
no?
Mike.
Laker fans or Laker fans in the back? Nobody?
Mike.
Nobody likes the trade. Mike? Where's Mike?
Only Mike.
Oh, Mike's the only Laker guy? My goodness. Go on, Chan. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, so if you use the weighing scale of justice, it just not fair. It would really tilt towards the Lakers.
Right, yeah, remember I said last week, I have a take about this. I actually posted it to my page once again. Follow Hoops Up. So I have a pretty good take about this. So business setting aside business. This is a hot take. I can assure you that this is a hot take. I think no one lost in the trade between Luka and AD. Here's why. First, the Lakers. We all know LeBron is old, right? You have Austin Reeves. You have Vando is back, and then you have the young guys. The other young guys, you have time to develop Bronny. You have Jackson Hayes as your backup and potentially can be developed as a primary center for the Lakers. And Luka Doncic, of course, adding Luka Doncic and the one of the Morris twins who won the championship back in 2020, and a very decent three-point shooting big man, which is Maxi Kleber. So here's what ito yung sinasabi ko na walang talo because it's a win-win situation because the Lakers are
a win-win situation.
Yeah, it's a win-win situation. This is a hot take. I don't know if you agree or disagree, but
It's about to be one.
Yeah, because the Lakers are building their future around Luka. Because people know, even people are not stupid enough to know that LeBron's gonna stay for like 3 or 4 more years. He's gonna retire, so Luka's gonna be the focal point of the Lakers, right? And at the start of Luka's career, he was compared to like LeBron, like a European LeBron, right? And for the Dallas side, why are you two wearing your gloves? All right. All right, and for the Dallas side, I think it's a win for Dallas as well because there's the narrative that AD is fragile, injury prone, but as far as you remember, AD actually is one of the key pieces when they won the 2020 championship. When he was in the Lakers a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago, he requested a big man. Now, when he was traded to Dallas, he was given 2 legitimate centers in Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, right? And then you added a perimeter defender in Caleb Martin, which is also a good addition for the Dallas Mavericks. And of course, you have Kyrie, you have Powell, and then you have Max Christie, who had a decent game in his debut game. So basically, AD got what he wanted. AD got 2 legitimate big men in Lively and Gafford. At the same time, he got Kyrie, which he really wanted to play back in 2018. So I think the chemistry is already there. They're just gonna need to like work on it a little bit because here's the conclusion of my take. Lakers wanted to build a future with Luka so that Luka can be the cornerstone of the franchise. And Dallas wants to have that win now situation.
I know where you got that take, but I just want to point out a couple of things. And by the way, Derek Ramsey, not on the live, but I think sent it to Mom Jack. Love the trade. I don't like Luka, but I've always said we need to trade AD. Game is so slow with him, and he is so injury prone. Okay. Let me be fair to a couple of things with what Sir Derek Ramsey said. I don't know if this will ever get to him, but here's my take on what he said. Anthony Davis, to be fair to him, the past couple of years has been available. All right. Injury prone. You can reflect on how his past has affected his current disposition all you want.
He got it
together.
Out that injuries, like he played through it. So
yeah. So he's playing through injuries.
Early in the season, he has been an MVP candidate too.
I'm not arguing that. What I am trying to argue here is that the injury prone tag. I think Anthony Davis has been more available than Kawhi Leonard. All right, and we never call out Kawhi Leonard for being so absent compared to Anthony Davis. So I'm not with the injury prone tag anymore to Anthony Davis. Now, the part with him being slow, I don't necessarily think the game is slower with Anthony Davis in the game. I genuinely believe this year with JJ Redick, they figured out how to play with a much faster pace. And on a second note with Anthony Davis, it's actually how you won 2020 by having that high-low action between him and LeBron, or not high-low action, more of the inside-out action with him and LeBron. So, again, I don't know if he'll ever get to hear that, but that's my take on it. Now, a couple of things. Migs, you said that Anthony Davis is not a scrub. I never said no one is ever going to say Anthony Davis is a scrub. The problem with this whole trade is this. Nico Harrison packaged it as we're going to get better. The Dallas Mavericks are going to get better. Ibig sabihin, try ko Tagalog ha. Ibig sabihin, last year yung Dallas Mavericks, kakagaling nyo lang ng NBA championship against the Boston Celtics. Ibig sabihin, manalo kayo this year?
No.
Nico Harrison, you went to the media. You said, this makes us better.
Nope.
It does not. We can all agree It does not.
Defensively, maybe.
Defensively, maybe, but let me go to your take earlier, which is win now. You're not gonna beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Why? You don't have the perimeter anymore. You just don't. That's why you got Dort. That's why you went out and got Caruso. Shea stayed. That's how, or Isaiah Joe started leveling up his game on the defensive side of the ball. Williams is a better perimeter defender. And then when Chet gets back, your whole defense is now vaunted. That was designed to stop Kyrie and Luka. That was the whole point. Now you remove that, and now you go back to the basket, Anthony Davis. If you're Nico Harrison, what I cannot come to terms with is, what about this addition beats Boston? Beats Oklahoma. You never had a problem with Denver. Even with Luka. You never had a problem with Minnesota either. With Luka. But you have problems now because Anthony Davis is a smokescreen defender against Jokic and against very capable bigs. It's a smokescreen. How do we know this? Statistically, every time the Nuggets and the Lakers match up, Jokic has insane numbers. Why? Because they let Davis go single coverage on Jokic, and Jokic eats every damn time. Doesn't matter if it's AD, Gobert, you need prime Shaq and Hakeem in there to stop Jokic one-on-one. But that's the smokescreen of Anthony Davis. And the problem now for Dallas is, congrats, you have a vaunted interior defense, but the NBA is played on the perim. So what now?
Yeah, I think that's the reason why di nila sinama si PJ Washington on the package. We can say or PJ Washington proved it that he can be a defender inside and outside in the perimeter. Then they added again Caleb Martin from Caleb Martin from the Miami Heat, right? Which is also a very capable perimeter defender. And then you have Dinwiddie, you have Pawopa. Right? So I think the Mavericks has decent perimeter, but
they're not good on the prim. And Miggy is telling me right now as well that they don't need AD for the long run. Migs, Nico Harrison positioned this as a win now trade. That's where ito yung kung sabaga ito yung malaking problema natin. Ibig sabihin, mananalo na kayo ng championship this season. Not next season, this season. Okay? Yun yung problema ko sa sinasabi ni Nico Harrison. Chan, I'll go to you on this one. Sorry. They competed, that lineup they had, it was designed to already compete for a ring. Where does everybody think the Mavs were last year?
Number 4?
They were number 4 though. Where were they last year? In the finals. Did we all forget? That was not an easy path to the finals.
It was just an unfortunate start for them this season that Kyrie went injured, Luka went injured. They just can't get the injury hump. But if you look at it, their lineup was intact till the lineup that went to the NBA Finals. That's the very questionable, I don't know, mind-boggling situation with Nico Harrison. Why would he somehow destroy that championship lineup for something that would worth trial and error?
Boging Nisha, it's a win or a bluff for the Mavs. They traded their 10 years for a 2-year championship hope, which never works out, by the way. Unless you're the Boston Celtics in 08, it never works out. If they win back-to-back chips, I'd say they win the trade. But if they win only one ring or none, that's a complete loss. I believe that Mark Cuban has something to do with this. I agree. He already went on the record saying he was not part of this whole deal. The majority owners axed this deal with Nico Harrison. They can't wait anymore and don't want to pay that huge contract of Luka. They want results now, which is a champ. It doesn't make sense because if you want results now, where were you last year? I don't get it.
Forgot that they only went to the championship because of Luka Man.
Did y'all forget that shot against Minnesota? Which was probably heard around the world.
The guy who carried Dallas Mavericks to the finals just got traded to your rival.
Hold on, let me replay to everybody last year, and I know Mom Jack will love hearing this. To everybody last year, here's who Dallas took out on the back of Luka Magic. The LA Clippers in round 1 with James Harden, and I think Kawhi Leonard was coming back.
Defensive-oriented.
The very defensive-oriented LA Clippers, who, by the way, Ty Lue knows exactly how to game plan for.
Yeah, Paul George pa.
They had Paul George pa. They go against Oklahoma.
Yep.
Shea Gill just complete same roster, just minus
Very
Alex Caruso.
defensive-oriented, oh.
Very hyper defensive-oriented. Oklahoma City Thunder. They beat them in 6 games. They take out Jordan's son, Anthony Edwards, and Rudy Gobert. Karl Anthony Towns, Mike
It's also
Conley.
defensive-oriented.
Highly defensive-oriented team.
Jaden
Jaden McDaniels, in the peak of his powers, was supposed to be in the all-defensive first team.
Nas
Sure.
Reed.
Nas Reed was amazing last year as a 6th man of the year. They beat these guys. They go to Boston, and Boston, and I said this last year, I'll keep saying it again. The only team right now that can really compete with Boston, and Cleveland is a smokescreen. I don't trust them to come up big in the East, and this will be a cakewalk for Boston again in the playoffs. But Oklahoma City is the only other team designed to beat Boston because they got Lou Dort. They have Lou Dort. They got Alex Caruso. Shea is probably going to transform into Jaylen Brown 2.0, but now he's leaning more towards just being Shea Gilgeous, the MVP candidate. You got Chet Holmgren coming back, and then, of course, you got Jalen Williams, who's been more than capable of holding his own in the post, playing the 4 for Oklahoma. Now, what about Dallas's composition tells anybody in the world that will beat any of the 2 teams that I mentioned? Because we're talking championship here. There's no other expectation below that. Nico Harrison's package is that we're going to win now. You're not going to win now.
Never.
Odds are right now, Oklahoma City is still number 1. Boston's still number 1 to repeat, and Oklahoma City is number 2. The odds have not changed for Dallas. As a matter of fact, it's gone down. Keep in mind, Vegas always knows something that a lot of people don't.
Yung odds pa nga yung ng Lakers.
The Lakers skyrocketed because of the Luka LeBron setup.
The Mark Williams.
When Mark Williams got, it skyrocketed. So my whole take is that this had to be an NBA thing, man. This was David Stern in 1985 all over
I
again.
messaged RGC, right? Like, I was checking the scenarios, like, parang cooking eh. Parang niluluto talaga. The trades that happened just somehow really favored Lakers.
And then again, LA doing work because LA doing work because if we go to the WNBA, they sign the Sparks side. Kelsey
Everybody's
Plum.
apparently on the fever.
Yeah, the Sparks signed Kelsey Plum. Congratulations, 2-time champ and a 3-time All-Star. So going back to the Lakers, a lot of people are asking why are the people are hating on this trade. Lakers did it before.
No one's hating it.
For the Lakers?
Yeah.
Nobody in
No,
LA
I
is
mean,
hating
But
this.
I mean, no one is hating it, but like there are so many mind-boggling questions nga na silang utok on
Are
that
you asking
trade.
the Lakers side or the Mavericks side?
The
The
Lakers
Mavericks
side.
side. The Lakers side?
Yeah, the Lakers side.
The Lakers have no problem.
No, we have no question.
No questions at all. I think the Dallas side.
I mean, because marami kasing nalungkot ng tinrade nila sa AD, di ba?
I don't think so.
No,
Everyone I ask is happy about this.
Like, the thing is,
No, what I mean is,
Okay,
sad
get your point. Let me get this point
aesthetic.
first.
well, I
Okay,
mean, this
sorry.
happened before with Pau Gasol. Same date, different year. Feb 1, 2008, they traded for Pau Gasol.
Okay,
And
let
right
me help
now,
you out here. I think what you're trying to say is that the Lakers have a propensity for getting the best players in the
Yeah.
market, but that is a different context.
and also what Gilbert Arenas said, it's not, the Lakers are not known to be a successful or a winningest team for what they draft, but for what they trade for.
That's true. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, I think
Anybody in LA has a problem with this at all. I think that everyone is happy they got Luka.
the sad part there with the trade is that I said earlier, it's the aesthetic. Like, AD played years with the Lakers, got championship, had brilliant games for the Lakers, sacrificed a lot for the Lakers. Just the aesthetic thing. But
The sentimental part.
but when you come to your senses, don't switch.
I swear in my mind, this was the NBA. The NBA had to have had a gun to the head of Nico Harrison because here's my take, Chan. All right, I'll just say it for everybody. I already did a video about this, and you can find it on my TikTok or Facebook. All right, let's go back. Why just the Lakers?
They need the Lakers to win.
They need
Apparently.
the Lakers to win. In NBA history, the most viewed games outside of the 90s Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan era always involved a Laker finals appearance. It was always a Laker finals appearance. And the Lakers have the largest fan base globally. The Philippines is Laker Nation, whether you like it or not. The Warriors fans, they all of a sudden, huh? No, not China. You know what I noticed about Warriors fans? All of a sudden, there was like a heat map. I saw a heat map, like Lakers, and then Warriors, right? But then all of a sudden, if you revisit that heat map, they're gone. They're slowly bandwagoners.
I mean, China is a Laker.
China is a Laker country, all right? Kobe Bryant. Now, you're the NBA. Let me ask you this, as a viewer. Let me ask you this. You're Adam Silver. Keep in mind, you are in constant competition with the NFL, MLB, the NHL, La Liga, Europa, soccer in general. You're in competition with every conceivable sport in the world. And specifically in America. You're in competition with them. Why? You're a majority of the league's finances. And Mike, the resident Laker, now is here.
Go, Mike.
Keep in mind, I saw a guy do a breakdown of this on a TikTok as well, and on NBA. When you're talking about how the NBA makes money, so they make a lot of money. They make billions and billions of dollars off of these broadcasting deals. They currently have one active. Remember, at the start of the season, they had this issue with Turner Sports. They weren't supposed to bring back the NBA on TNT because, again, they wanted to shift direction. They wanted to work with Amazon Prime. They wanted to work with Netflix. They wanted to work with etc. Right? Now, from November all the way up until mid-January or late January, end of January, sorry, a lot of fans were disgruntled. A lot of fans started saying the NBA has an unwatchable product. Nobody's really watching the NBA anymore. Nobody cares about the NBA. The list goes on and on. First thing I gotta say to that is, first of all, why are you watching the crappy teams play? Nobody ever tuned in, Chan, and said, let's watch the Charlotte Bobcats and the Detroit Pistons in 2004.
Let me put it in. Like, when the trade for Dalton Connect and Mark Williams earlier, like, when I was checking the Laker Nation page, like, a lot of people were sad. And Dalton Connect, like, he's still young, but people forgot that Mark Williams is still 23 years old.
Exactly.
In fact, Dalton Connect is 23.6, which is older than, and Mark Williams already played 2 years in the NBA. Right. He had that experience already. Right. So apparently, when you look at the trade, the Lakers won the trade.
The Lakers won. So let me go back a little bit more.
But they don't know who Mark Williams is.
Exactly. You have to be a deep NBA guy to know who Mark Williams is. And I was also happy that the Lakers got Mark Williams because it kind of sort of replaces AD if you're talking about potential point. Now, going back. So, you're in competition with the NFL. You have investors worried because apparently fans are no longer watching the NBA. What do? You look for the only player in the NBA. Keep in mind, this is very important. You look for the only current player in the NBA who's still in the conversation for the youngest to ever do X. Why is that important? It's because as this mysterious thumbs up keeps coming out of nowhere, as that person's career goes along, he will continue to break records. Very important. He will continue to propel attention to the surface. True. And he will continue to really give the NBA the media mileage organically that it's looking for. That's number one. So who is the only player right now in the NBA who does that? The answer is Luka Doncic. Now, number two piece to make the NBA relevant again. You need to put him in a situation where it does take us over the top. So what do? What's the oldest rivalry the league has ever had? Lakers, Celtics. In 2008, or in 2009, from 2010, the NBA regarnered a large amount of viewership because the series was Boston Celtics, Los Angeles Lakers, and they met twice in the NBA Finals. That was one of its highest rated NBA Finals ever in the history of the NBA. So, for the NBA, you've picked out the guy that you want to go to the team that you need him to go to. What do? You put a gun to Nico Harrison's head and you tell him, go to Rob Pelinka and tell him you want to offer Luka Doncic. Nobody knew Doncic was on the table. Can you imagine the fiasco the NBA would have to deal with publicly if they all knew Doncic was on the table?
In fact, the other GMs of the other teams might veto the trade.
So many GMs will say, no, if I can't have Luka, I'm filing for malpractice. I want to be in this conversation. What can we do to make it happen?
And another, to add to your point, Jeff, it would be a great story for the NBA that you would put up LeBron and Luka in one team, sort of passing of the torch, the new face of probably the new face of the NBA. So I think sort of a narrative that the NBA is trying to make just to create viewership again, just to make them interesting again. So and it worked. Like a lot of people forgot about the NFL.
Here's the problem, huh? Again, we talked about this. They did this, the NBA, in a show of force and in a show of power, to their investors. They did this during NFL Super Bowl week.
Like
why
forgot.
now? That's my biggest thing. Why now?
Like they forgot
Everybody forgot because they shocked the entire world, in my opinion, the entire sporting world. And everybody forgot, even Patrick Mahomes. NFL players are reacting to it like, oh crap, oh we forgot we're in the Super Bowl. We're just texting each other like, hey, did you hear about Luka being traded for AD? What's going on?
That there's an NFL going.
So the question here, Jeff, is I think that was 2010 where who's that first commissioner again? David Stern vetoed the Chris Paul trade, right? Chris Paul to Pau Gasol trade. Yeah, we understand that the New Orleans Hornets that time was owned by the NBA because there's no actual majority owner sa New Orleans. But here's the question: if that trade was materialized or that trade was never vetoed by David Stern, do you think that it will have the same media impact like what happened with Luka and AD now?
I think no, because this is just on another level, honestly. We're talking about a GOAT level guy being traded for somebody who's not a GOAT level guy. I think that's the whole problem too.
Like he's destined to be the GOAT. Like Luka from being 16 years old, right?
Yeah.
And you just trade him for
Anthony Davis?
It's not a knock on Anthony Davis value, but just not fair.
All right, somebody got to clarify. Klang Klang is a Laker fan?
Yeah, Laker fan.
Klang Klang. Listen to this. 80 won the Lakers. This is her, huh? This is her. 80 won the Lakers a title, and he is as healthy as he has ever been. He puts up an efficient 26 a night with 12 boards while being one of the 5 best defensive players in the league. As far as elite two-way stars in the NBA goes, he is only behind Giannis. People are intentionally downplaying how good AD is so that the Luka trade looks even worse. I don't know what to be more impressed by, the facts or the grammar. God damn!
But
this is so impressive.
But Luka is averaging 28, 8, and 9.
Okay, now let me frame it correctly here. So, or not correctly, just in my opinion. Nobody's saying AD is bad. The Mavericks got a really good stud in AD. I'm not saying he's bad at all. I'm saying that if you, as a GM, you have a GOAT on your team.
Baby GOAT.
You have the baby GOAT on your team. You have Luka Magic, Luka Doncic, 28, 9, and 8 every year.
25 years old.
25 years old. You've been to 2 NBA finals. Or 2 Western Conference finals, 1 NBA finals with this guy.
Who has been in the MVP conversation.
For 4 years.
For his, even though second year pa niya.
Yun nga. Anthony Davis been in the conversation 1 year this year. That's it. Now, you have that with you. Who in the entire field is even worth trading for? Not even Shea. I'm not trading Luka for Shea. I'm not trading. If it's not Jokic, I don't want him.
In fact, there's a GM was asked, what would you give up was available for you? Sabi na lahat. Everything.
I love it because Ma'am Jack and Klang Klang are going back and forth. We traded a GOAT level guy for a non-GOAT. Narinig mo ba yan, Klang Klang? Klang Klang. Opo, opo. I wonder if they flex a lot, like, you know, if it's just battle, if it's like bar for bar between Ma'am Jack and the rest, like bar for bar. I'd hang. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is like, Klang Klang, don't run, Klang Klang. Don't run. Stay where you are, Klang Klang. Stand on that hill.
But we're gonna see a little bit of scratches of that trade this coming February 26th, I think 27 on our end.
Yeah.
AD probably would play
That's
for
gonna be one of the
Dallas
most watched NBA season
next
regular
game.
games ever.
The
And
viewership is back again.
Oh,
Luka
yeah.
is starting to practice with the Lakers, so probably he would be available to play in a couple of days. So we're gonna. Apparently, the Lakers are playing well without like they beat New York,
They
beat Clippers.
they had a renewed sense of energy against
Parang-
the Clippers. I was very
Have you
impressed.
seen LeBron?
He's playing defense.
Like he's back when he was in his early 30s.
Bro, I was watching the Clippers game. I was like, this is impressive. They look really, really, really good.
And what's funny too, because the trade happened after LeBron got his 2,500 career three, which passed. He's now 7th all time in career threes. And after that happened, after they beat New York, and then the trade happened.
Ano kayo feeling ni Rob Palenka?
I hate him. I don't like him, but he's probably just does
Have you
balls
seen
right
the
now.
interviews of Nico Harris and
Nico Harrison. I'm amazed, Nico, because I saw the Mavericks fans actually have a picket riot
Yeah.
outside the Mavs arena. You can tell this is up there when LeBron left Cleveland, man. This is up there.
Like if you look at the faces of Jason Kidd and Nico Harrison, like they pull the trigger of the trade, but somehow it seems like they're not convinced that it's the right thing. But they're just trying to justify it.
This
that
is
it's
where
the right thing.
again I'm so sure the NBA had a hand
If
in
you look
this.
at their faces, like, oh, like
Jason Kidd wanted no part of that press con, but I believe he was
Yeah.
forced to be in that
yeah,
press
he was
con.
forced to be there because he's the head coach, right? So,
Correct. And then Nico Harrison was like, he didn't have anything to do with this, and Kidd was like, you're like, I did not have anything to do with this. And then you guys, if it falls on its face, I'll take the blame. Nico Harrison, you're about. I'm amazed that he wasn't there for the last game that the Mavericks played,
Yeah.
and if he was there, I'm pretty sure somebody would have tried to hurt him.
If ako si Nico Harrison, hindi talaga ako magpapakita ng Mavs home game.
Can you imagine if this was if Dan Gilbert traded LeBron when he was in Miami?
Yeah.
Not when LeBron left for free agency, but when if LeBron would have been traded. Because that fans had every right to hate LeBron because he made the move. But management made the move for Luka. Luka never wanted to leave. So now you point a finger at Nico Harrison and say,
Exactly. Luka just recently bought a $15 million house
Correct.
in Dallas. So
I swear, if Nico Harrison must be walking around with a high level of security because I think Mavs fans are really, really mad at him for doing this.
And if you see that video on Instagram, brother, Mavs fans are bringing like a coffin.
Yeah, I've seen it all,
They're
man.
crying.
I've seen it
They're
all.
crying. He has been good to us.
he was supposed to be
He was supposed to
next
be
to Dirk.
next to
The
Dirk.
statue.
Yeah.
I think that's where Dallas fans are hurt because they drafted this guy. You got to remember. Oh, they made the trade. They're very, very hurt.
Like,
I think
I saw a comment of a fan, like, he doesn't care. Takes time for Dallas to win some championship. They would rather enjoy the journey winning that championship with Luka Doncic rather
because
than
they would
winning
have.
it right now.
They would have. All right, let me pose a question so that we close here. What is the most comparable experience you've had throughout your life, NBA basketball-wise, that you can compare to the moment you found out about this?
Terrible, right?
Emotionally speaking.
Like our life experience and
No,
then
like,
compared to this
When something like this,
scenario-
like how
this
emotional
scenario,
from a
okay.
basketball perspective.
Yeah, I think since I'm a Laker fan, the Pau Gasol trade. We really finessed
The
because
Memphis
no one-
Grizzlies.
Yeah, because
They,
no
you
one
you
really
gave
knew-
away Kwame Brown.
because
Was
no
that
one
the
really
No, that was
knew Mark Gasol would be really that great also.
Yeah.
When we traded the draft rights to Mark Gasol, Kwame Brown and Javaris created Mark Gasol. Like, I was really not at the same level, but it's the same. There's the same sense of we really finessed Memphis. Same goes this trade. Like, but this trade is just.
I'll go and I'll say that it was a time when Kevin Durant left for the Warriors. Because I cried a little bit. Because I was so angry at Kevin Durant. Like, I wanted to throw a rock at the. I did not know what to do. I was like I was so angry because this 73-19. And by Steph Curry, who I'm very okay with. Klay Thompson, who I'm okay with. And the donkey of a human being and Draymond Green. Well, forever hate with the. I'm so happy he's in trade rumors. You know, I was so happy when I read Draymond Green. We are 100% looking into trade talks. Trade him to
nangyari.
China!
Pero hindi nangyari.
Trade him to fucking tax! Get Rondé! Come on, Golden State! Then we'll see if you're really an NBA player, Draymond Green. Trade him to China.
Kakainin niya ni Pardong buhay si
Oh, yeah. But that was it for me because I remember when I heard the news, I was like in an hour of shock when Kevin Durant said, I'll go to the Warriors.
Kobe died.
Damn, that was a weird morning for me. I swear to God, that was one of the
Same-
weirdest
same
mornings
as-
ever. Yeah, that's correct. Because
Because I can't, like, it took me almost about an hour just to
it's up there though.
encapsulate
Yeah,
that
it
it's true. It's really happening.
What happened with you when you heard Kobe died?
I was sleeping, right? Like, I was studying because I fourth year at law school.
Yeah. When did Kobe die?
2019.
Before pandemic. Before the lockdown.
Okay.
January. So, January, yeah. I slept at 3 a.m. I need to wake up early. Catch up. And when I check my phone, I think, and it's the same feeling when I saw the post. The Doncic was. I questioned it. I checked a lot of sites, and then I realized it. And it took me, even though I checked the sites already, it took me 2 more minutes or almost an hour just to calm myself and happening. Almost like
Yeah, well, for me, yeah, I'm actually, that's my top one answer, but my answer supposed to be was when Braun lost to the Mavs 2011. I mean, yeah.
What a weird answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my comparison because I'm a LeBron fan. LeBron just signed with the Heat, and then Mavs fans are like, I mean, the Mavs community are like hating on, not really hating, but really wanted to beat the big three of Miami. But alluding to your point, Chan, the Kobe Bryant story or the Kobe Bryant death, bro, no joke. I was sleeping. 10 in the morning, tulog pa ako sa sala. Sa Butuan, shout out. Sa mga Butuanan diya. And my mom literally just woke me up because of that. Like, yeah, Kobe yan, namatay. Ano ko, I was like, nalimungawan pa ko. But when I
can
checked,
imagine his face. Like, huh?
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, first, pagpukaw ni mama, like, yeah, Kobe namatay. And I was like, takot ko gamay. Check my phone. Then all of a sudden, it's all over Facebook, it's all over IG, it's all over Twitter.
CNN.
Yeah, it's all over the social media platforms. And then when I watch my sa lola na ko nga TV sa yung kwarto, it flashes the like unang hirit, like the Tagalog show. Isang legendary Laker or NBA star Kobe Bryant has passed away when I had proper crash. And I did not cry for Kobe alone. I also cried for Gigi. Because Gigi he's a young kid. So, not really cried na naghagulhol, but like watery eyes. I cannot believe. Kobe is still, I think, 40, 41 that time. Could have been 46 right now. Yeah.
the difference though is the shock.
Yeah.
Shock.
This is like anger.
I'm happy though.
Yeah. It's
I'm
weird.
happy
It's
though.
weird. It's weird.
I'm
But
happy though.
for me, it was my story, and I'll go through this quickly. So it was 4 in the morning. My dad, because I was still living with my parents at the time, and all of us, my brothers were in the same room. My dad, like, boom, 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 boom. All of us were locked. I thought there was a fire. I woke up, what the hell? It's like, boom, 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 boom. Open the door. I said, Bay. You know when you bay? Si Kobe namatay?
Hold on, your dad calls you by?
They called me by. Like, all of us are like, we looked for our phones. We're like, huh? They were telling me, like, binuang na eh. Like, we're telling, it's just a joke. Don't really buy them. No, it's on CNN. And like, CNN. I'm like, what? So all of us at 4 in the morning, we wake up at 10 in the morning. So 4 in the morning, we probably just slept. Or we're like half in REM sleep. So we're like, you know what? I'm probably gonna get more information when I wake up again. So I go back to sleep, I wake up, and then it's all over the news. It's all over the news. gone. It was a helicopter exploding. And then the funniest thing for me with this reaction was a week after, I watched Kobe highlights. I am the biggest Kobe Bryant hater ever because I hate Kobe. I actually cried a little bit. I was like, why am I crying for Kobe? I hate this guy.
Because you have no one to hate.
I was, my friend, I don't know if you know, Atty. Dano Tejano. Yeah, he was like, why are you emotional about Kobe? I'm like, you hate him. We fight so much, me and him, about Kobe. I'm like, I hate Kobe. He's a ball hog. List goes on. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm watching his highlights. Why? Like, my hair is standing. I'm like, why am I crying? It's stupid. I'm like, wiping my tears. And then my sister walks in the room. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, leave me alone. Don't try to be a tough guy. No, leave me alone. I'm watching YouTube. Well, she leaves. So, these things for a lot of women out there, there will probably
They won't understand.
you don't get it.
Some won't understand.
Don't want to understand. Most won't understand. Most will not understand. But I got that. So my brother's girlfriend Derek. I told me one time, like, you know what will make Derek happy? Like, probably like beyond, like, let's say he has a wedding and the greatest time of his life will be if the Brooklyn Nets win a championship. And I told her, Jem, I promise you that'll be the #1 moment of his life. And she's like, why? I'm like, you just don't get it. The one thing a lot of men want on this earth is for their sports team to win a chip.
Yeah.
You won't need to get it the same way we won't need to get the makeup stuff and all the beautification products. You have any idea?
All the K-pop.
All the K-pop stuff?
Di ba you mentioned before na like I think you're watching the finals and the Boston Celtics lost. And then Iya was like, "Are you okay?"
Oh, that was a Bucks.
Oh, Bucks. Yeah.
I'll never forget that morning, though. Because we got swept
Yeah. By Miami.
And I was watching it. And
In the first round.
In the
right?
first round.
Yeah.
1-8 seed. 1-8 seed.
Yeah. I think that was the
2022.
Yeah, that was the MCBL season 8 where where Ecoform won.
Right. So I was watching it, and my wife, I was already making noise, kasi, and when the shot by Pat Connaughton, I'll never forget, he took that Grayson Allen, when he took that stupid Euro, my phone dropped on the floor. I did this, I stood up, I was like in so much shock, and in so much, like, my tears were going up my face. And my wife was like, are you okay? I'm like, I need a minute. Just leave me alone for like a minute. I was like an hour sitting down, and then I had the PlayStation. First thing I did, Miami versus Milwaukee. I had my PlayStation. I was so annoyed. Grayson Allen, you bomb! I hate you.
What about the Derrick Rose retirement?
I didn't really feel. I thought it was time for him to go, but when he got injured was when I got emotional. Because I love Derrick Rose.
I mean the injury sa katong MVP year niya.
Yeah, no, I think.
I mean the year after.
Yeah, because. Well, Tibbs is also an idiot, I think. This is where Tibbs hurts himself a lot because as good a coach he is, they were already up big. The Bulls were, and it was the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, he drove.
And I think it also happened when Tibbs coached the Knicks, I think last year, without Kat pa niya, or maybe the past 2 years. Ito bang he played Josh Hart 48 minutes ba? Yeah, and then Josh Hart... Yeah, Josh Hart was like, oh my god. I think they won the game, but Josh Hart was like so the wounded soldier, Josh Hart. So yeah.
Let's talk about it now because Miguel Capaya off topic now, but Schroeder should be a buyout target for teams wanting to make a deep run.
The man who
can be moved.
Yeah, the man who Golden State got for him to get traded.
I agree with Mickey. The Utah Jazz is killed, right? I think they're gonna buy out team na makakakuha sa kanya. And I think
I want to give back the Lakers.
No.
The Lakers will get him. You know why? Because Gabe Vincent is not the point guard that you need him to be. Oh wait, no, you have Lucas. Oh no.
Gonna be and so hard to get it. I don't know what the
Yeah, I think tennis shoulders going to the Ishmit until he wins
way
one.
better than
He's
Until
way
he-
better though.
Until he wins one.
All right, let's cover another trade. Let's cover the other 3 trades that have happened and have impacted the basketball world like a massive creator. De'Aaron Fox joining Victor Wembanyama. They played earlier today. They look really, really good.
24, 35.
They look really, really good. I'm not even gonna lie. De'Aaron Fox and the
You're
Sox.
just happy because Chris Paul is back at the bench.
Thank God. Thank God. I'm happy about that. So, the Sacramento Kings for me are an example of a franchise along with GM Nico Harrison who has absolutely no idea what the hell they're doing.
They are crazy.
They
franchise.
reunited a dysfunctional pairing that Chicago was so convinced is not working.
They never won in Chicago.
I'm so
They only have-
confused.
They only have one playoff berth.
Vlade Divac does not know what he's doing, man.
And Vooch and Sabonis are almost the same kind of player.
No,
so-
Chan. Oh my God.
They're not. he's
They're-
a resident Domas
You know what?
defender.
No,
Thomas
Chan.
is just ultra physical. But
Which I think is
Thomas
the
is
difference.
If you
way
Which
look at-
better than
If you
Vooch.
look at European bigs, like there's an identical.
I mean, yeah, y'all can have at it. This is the first time I actually take a break. Go ahead.
They're identical.
You like Domas and Vooch? Why do you think Domas is so much better than Vooch?
I think Domas is, speaking of offense, first offense, I think Domas has more offensive arsenal than Vucevic. Vucevic can only do Vucevic can shoot 3, but Domas can shoot 3. He can also back down to the basket.
So can Vooch.
So can Vooch.
He can, he has guard skills handle.
Vooch,
He can
so does
pass-
Vooch.
He can pass the ball like Jokic,
So does Vooch.
but he's just a better player than Vooch. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not just a fan of Vooch, but
I can see it. I can
You
see
know.
it. Sort of. For me, you can have a different opinion. I respect that. But for me, if we're talking about let's say skill set, I think they're the same skill set, but reliability and actual functionality. When I say reliability, of course, masaligan or maasahan mo. When I say functionality, I'm saying when you need him to do it, does he do it? Domas. I can agree with Domas.
Yeah, but the point there is
Hmm.
there's no really big.
No, the Kings are
Yeah.
the Kings are horrible.
They just
They went back to being ass.
They just got the Chicago Bulls.
They got their
last
problem. You got their problem now.
Nila, diba? Ngayon,
I don't understand.
They would add another problem. Wala silang point guard.
Now, burn is Malik Monk, bro. Malik
They
Monk
make
is
Malik
not a
Monk their
point guard.
So it's another problem for the Kings. Like,
The only time Malik Monk has been a point guard was when he was in Kentucky with, guess who? De'Aaron Fox! Which means he's never been a point guard!
and if you look at their three right now, Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, at some point these three players have that sense of ball hugness in them. Like, it's gonna jack up shots, and the biggest player that would be hurt in that trade, Thomas.
Correct. Because
He won't get the ball.
won't get the
anymore.
ball anymore.
How would Thomas get the ball? Unless
Ooh, I'm
he gets the
investing.
rebound.
I gotta invest in.
Unless he gets the rebound and just
Yeah.
dribble it out.
I gotta invest in Domas stats going down. I'm betting all
Yeah,
unders.
But
on
but
Domas.
but we gonna check on this new Sacramento team lineup though, because they got Zach, they got already DeMar DeRozan at the start of the season, and then you have the backup Keon Ellis, you have Keegan Murray, you have Zach Levine, you have Malik Monk. Never forget they just got JV. So basically,
Jonas.
yeah. They
How
just
does
got
JV
Valanciunas.
move the needle for them?
No, because it's gonna like it. Thomas will be like not really the skill set or not really like the skills wise we're talking about, but Thomas gonna be like playing his natural 4 position.
The problem,
And Jonas is going to be their main 5. So basically, this is why I'm telling you that Domas is a much better player than Vooch, because he already proved it when he was in Indiana, when he was in OKC, and now when he was in
I'm not
Sacramento.
disagreeing with you with Domas.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to disagree with you with
Yeah.
Domas.
But again, I'm talking about the whole Sacramento squad right now.
I don't think that. I'll say this. I don't think they're going to be a threat. I think they're going to have the same problem that Chicago had with Levine and DeRozan because they were trying so hard to make it work. And the composition of that Bulls team was a lot better than the Sacramento Kings team because they had Caruso, they had Lonzo Ball. Just that those two got injured. Right? You remember the Caruso foul when it was fouled by Grayson Allen? Again, that dirty little mother. Right? But
say it.
I don't see the Kings being a contender compared to how San Antonio is now going to become a playoff team all of a sudden. Because they're right there, I think they're like ninth.
I think.
Yeah?
I think the Kings are probably gonna do a rebuild centered on what they have right. But I think if they're gonna make it the playoffs, probably they're a play-in. It's gonna be hard for them.
The Spurs?
No,
the Kings?
Kings. So hard for
I
them
don't
to
know.
reach the sixth spot.
I don't know why a lot of people don't look at history and say this was a bad idea. Right? If someone looks like Adolf Hitler, do you tell him to be the president of Germany? Or the
Somehow,
no.
I think they just did it to accommodate De'Aaron Fox.
Did Darren Fox went out?
He asked for it. Like his primary team was supposed to be the Lakers, but
The Lakers got Luka.
so hard to.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers didn't pull the trigger because Rob Pelinka and Nico Harrison are already cooking something. So
Yeah, that could be correct.
they would pull the trigger. Yeah.
Okay. The last one, of course, a couple of ones. Let's talk about Kyle Kuzma going to the Milwaukee Bucks as the resident Bucks fan in this entire podcast. As much as I want to be sentimental about Chris Middleton because he was so terrific for us in 2021, it's the right move to make. It's just the right move to make in the context of getting better. Yes, this moves the needle for Milwaukee, not by a kilometer, but at least by an inch or so, because you get someone who's functional within the offense.
It's a winning move.
Yeah, it's a winning move.
I'm not.
I'm not mad at it.
It's crazy how you call Kyle Kuzma already a veteran, no?
To think he was a weirdo when he started off in the league.
He looks so young.
Yeah. So I'm happy with the trade. I don't really. I love K-Mid.
Are you expecting the Bucks to?
I don't know if they have any more moves that they can actually make unless it involves trading Kuzma. Because they're not going to trade Dame. They're not going to trade Giannis, obviously. Brook Lopez, they're not going to let him go. And the pieces that we have, and like Bobby Portis, AJ Green, I think we're good.
I think you guys have the right piece.
Yeah, I think we're good if like we meet Boston. I am not as scared as I would be, but I love Drew, so I'm probably I don't really care. So
yeah, we still have three. Wiggins to Miami, Butler to the Bay.
correct. So that's the last trade we gotta talk about,
I think we still have one.
which is
Brandon Ingram going
I don't
to
really-
Toronto Raptors.
But no one cares.
no one cares about Brandon Ingram to the Raptors. That you have Barrett, Ingram, Barnes. That team is loaded with guys who do not pass the ball, bro.
Grady, the untouchable.
Grady, untouchable dick, apparently. Grady, keep your hands off dick. That was so good. I cannot believe I said that on air. Anyway, going back to the Butler trade, do I think it makes the Warriors a contender again? No.
We talked about this a couple of weeks already. Right?
Yeah, we did. We explored the Wiggins and Butler idea,
Yeah.
and nothing right now moves the needle for the Warriors for me, unless it was Luka also. But does this get them back over the hump?
Nope.
No, because you have to remember Butler's super inconsistent. So when you're saying super inconsistent, you're talking about a guy who's in one game in the regular season will get you 12 points, 8 boards, and 1 assist. The next game will get you 25, 10, and 5. The next game will get you 10, 8, and 5. So he's been very erratic in terms of his regular season performance, but
Yeah, but you gotta also remember though that Butler is number one all time in points in Miami Heat history. Number one assist,
so
number one rebounds, number one steals, number
so-
three in the playoffs.
my question is, so what's your point?
My point is you can't just disregard Jimmy Butler's stint in Miami.
5 already.
Well, Neil.
Really
Let
aggressive.
me help you out here. I don't care for his time in Miami. Like, Neil, no one's gonna say Jimmy Butler didn't do damage in Miami. He had an amazing career in Miami, but he wanted out because of him and Pat Riley having a rift.
Yep.
Now, does he provide great value in Golden State? I don't think so, because Jimmy is more of a mid-range type of guy. So I'm very curious to see how he'll fit in the systematic motion double screen, whatever offense of Coach Eric Spoelstra, because I don't think it fits with his game. You really needed somebody who was Buddy Hield, but Buddy Hield doesn't play defense. And we in this panel called it. That they were gonna flame out. And they did flame out. This is why you watch GST, guys. I promise you.
Look at Jimmy Butler.
I believe him and Draymond will fight
On day one.
on day one. Somebody getting punched in the face. If Jordan Poole got punched in the face for so much less, I want Draymond Green. I want Draymond Green on Talk and Text. That's what I want.
If you look at Jimmy Butler, no, I think it's so an odd move by Mike Dunleavy because, in fact, signed Jimmy Butler to year 121. So odd because upcoming offseason, Steph's gonna turn 37. Draymond and Jimmy is gonna turn 35. So what the Golden State Warriors did, they just took an very old version of Andrew Wiggins, like a player that can somewhat shoot and defend. But Andrew Wiggins is still.
The problem with Andrew Wiggins is that a lot of his points, you really have to watch Andrew Wiggins in these Warriors games to understand where he's effective. It's on spot pull-ups. It's on it's in transition. It's basically off of feeds. That's where he gets a lot of his points. It's not in the fourth quarter when you need a bucket. You go ISO Andrew Wiggins and somebody else. He does not get it done that way. For a while, he's had a comfortable career being third or fourth fiddle in the Warriors system, and it's benefited him greatly. The problem now is if Miami fans expect him to replace what Jimmy Butler gave them, the cold hard answer is no. He will not, and it's going to be on Bam Adebayo to elevate his career, so to speak.
And Jimmy Butler is regressing. 2 years ago, Jimmy Butler averaging.
Yep.
The next year, 20 points.
Right.
This year, 17.
So he's regressing.
So he's regressing. So it's kind of odd move. I don't know. Maybe Mike Dunleavy panicked that he get pressured to make a move.
I mean, if you were gonna make a move, I mean, I'm not mad. I mean,
It's not a winning move.
not necessarily. It's not gonna win a championship, but it's a move that'll like stop fans from talking. You know,
Probably like that.
and just to shut them up. All right, we got Butler for Wiggins. Shut up.
Kasi dinecline eh. Tumawag sila sa gusto nila daw kunin si KD. Ayaw ng Suns.
I think the package would have been too big.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but okay.
Golden State will not make it.
And they'll be lucky to even make the playoffs with their current
I was
position.
thinking San Antonio is gonna raise their probably around.
And going back to the going way back to the Lakers, ba? Like again, Lakers got Mark Williams, right? Mark Williams, right? So I know you saw the the trendy group. They're trying to like target send it to you back the other day. Time Lord, Robert Williams, Nick Claxton, and then the next day was Steve. Why do you think the Lakers settled for Mark Williams?
Well, if you're talking about asset movement from a contract perspective, yeah, he's cheap. Secondly, between Time Lord,
because eventually, maybe in the next year or maybe middle next year, they're gonna like get rid of Mark Williams again.
No, because that's also true. But if you're in the war room of these management teams, you're thinking to yourself, because it's also very interesting how, and for the longest time, you guys were talking about getting Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers. But what's the best thing you can do from a current perspective and a long-term perspective at the same time? So you look at your books, for example, you look at the finances and say, if I were to get rid of Rui, who was on the trading block, Gabe Vincent was on the trading block in the rumors, and then we trade him, and then we get Miles Turner. All right, how much more tenure are we going to get with Miles Turner versus what's the loss if we give up a rookie contract for a semi-rookie contract, which is Mark Williams? When I say semi, he's more of a 3-year contract type of guy, so it's like 3 years down the road, and you get him for cheap. And you basically all you got rid of was Dalton Connect too.
The Lakers was a brilliant move by Rob.
It is.
I think Mark Williams is 7'2", 9'9", standing pitch, pretty decent big. cheap price, and the Lakers also managed to have still Rui Hachimura and Gabe Vincent in their hands, which probably if they can tip the both players, a couple of there can still a market for these benefit them. So it's a good move.
So yeah,
Kasi if they're gonna target they cannot if they're going to target like Adams, Time Lord, or Miles Turner,
Nick Claxton.
they need to give up room and keep Dalton Connect. Right now they managed to let go of Dalton and get a young center, and they managed to keep Rui, which would be very if dili man matrade si would really help them offensively come playoff.
So basically, Mark Williams is like the JaVale McGee. Like
You
we're
can.
yeah, you're gonna be here for maybe a year or two, but after that you're gone.
We'll see. I mean,
He's averaging 59, so
So is
the potential is there.
who is McGee? Even though when he was older,
I see his angle where.
he won a chip with the Lakers.
Yeah,
too,
I
so-
see his angle because the funny thing about this whole thing with Mark Williams, trying to stretch my legs, not stretch. Sorry. So the funny thing about this is when AD was asking, if this was all it took to get a decent big, you're pissed if you're AD. You're very pissed if you're AD. Yeah, on Bucket Vault. So.
Like,
All right, well that's all the trades that we got to talk about, or Brendan Ingram again. We don't really care. Nobody really cares about
There's
that.
still one day.
I don't
It's
know.
the last day.
I think the Lakers, the three teams that I have on my radar right now are the Lakers because I think they got one more move left, and it does involve
They can flip.
they can flip Rui for somebody, which is I think very interesting, and then the Warriors I don't think are done yet, and the Bucks. I think the Bucks are gonna pull off something one more time.
I've heard Rui.
Can you imagine if the Bucks get
But
KD?
if
Dallas gets KD.
if Dallas traded Luka, everyone is not safe. Only the untouchable is
Yeah,
safe.
yun nga sabi ni di ba? Yun nga sabi ni Giannis, di ba, na he wants the European players to be in a big market team. Jokic in the Knicks, again Luka for the Lakers, Embiid for.
Can you
I don't know
imagine? You know what? I could probably see it happening. The Knicks can somehow swoop in for KD, and they go
And Stephen A will be so happy.
Bridges and
Really
Anunoby.
crazy.
Bridges Anunobi for KD. I don't think it's a bad trade at all.
Josh Hart.
No, not you save Josh Hart.
He needs.
You need Josh Hart. But between the expendables, you get rid of Anunoby and Bridges.
Damn.
You get KD. It's not a bad idea.
KD and Cat Brunson. Oh my
KD Cat
God.
Brunson.
Still have one
Just say
day.
hot
I'm
take.
just saying it's a
Still have
hot
one day.
take. I'm
Still
not
have one day.
saying,
So,
but
it
there's
might
one day left.
Yeah.
The most undercut situation in the NBA could be the
Yep.
Knicks making a play for KD.
Or the Timberwolves.
I don't see the Timberwolves because they don't have enough. They don't have enough.
Trade Rudy.
They're not.
No.
Nobody wants Rudy.
Nobody wants
Get
Rudy.
rid of Rudy.
He's a contract liability and a
Rudy and maybe
No, I mean if you're gonna trade, let's say for KD still.
Evan Jaden McDaniels.
No, yeah. If you're gonna get KD, you're gonna need to get rid of Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah. And Gobert.
I don't think you get Gobert.
Get back to the Jazz.
Probably Nas Reed is on the table.
Hmm.
Nas Reed will be on the table,
Yeah.
I
right?
think the nearest is Deficit.
It's so crazy to me. Like Anunoby and Bridges for KD is not a
Who knows?
bad deal.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because
Yeah, it's
that
such
was
a good
the Lakers,
deal.
So who knows?
Yeah.
I would take it. Like, yeah, give me if the numbers make sense. Yeah, give me like I'll throw it a pick or something if I'm the Suns. I'll throw it like a first round. I'm not mad at it actually. I like it.
Or probably
And then when it happens, we're like, not really
Okay,
surprised.
we
Yeah,
called
not
it.
bad,
We
not
called
bad.
it.
Good deal, good deal. We
I
called
heard a
it.
rumor also that the Miami is trying to get a deal for Kevin Durant.
You know what's funny about that, Chan? That's the first post I made sa page na ako. Kevin Durant not happy with the Suns, wants to go somewhere else. That's the first post na akong gibuhat sa akong page. So I can see that happening.
Can you see going to Florida?
Nah, it's too difficult because in terms of value assets back to the Phoenix Suns, who am I getting? Tyler Hero? Am I getting a white boy to lead my future? I already have one white boy. He ain't doing enough. Booker, if you need to know. Nim Salas, MPJ plus future picks for KD. God damn, if the Nuggets get KD, not only did you revive Oklahoma,
It's over.
but you got him with Joker.
It's over.
Will you be happy if that happened?
Me, I would.
Over.
Will you love
Daryl-
KD again? Will you not call him a
tease
cup?
me, Neil.
Will
Don't tease me.
will you or hindi mo naman siya tatawagin cupcake? Still is.
I actually got a little emotional thinking about it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like Westbrook again winning a championship. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Maybe if KD and Westbrook playing for Denver ba, and then they win one chip, you know, with each other bitaw. Gonna be.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm already emotional thinking about it.
He's even crying right now.
I got emotional thinking about like Westbrook. Don't tease me, man.
Or maybe
Punch in the face.
KD back to OKC, trade Chet.
No, that's not happening. I think anyone right now in the OKC Thunder are good. Like they're not moving. But you know who's the most untouchable guy right now? Brandon Bronny. Bronny James is untouchable.
And Dick.
And Dick. But MPJ plus future picks for KD, I don't see it happening because you'd have to throw in Jamal Murray there. You would need to get rid of a big contract.
Probably.
Aaron Gordon.
Gotta be Jamal. Gotta be Jamal.
Aaron Gordon and KD is the biggest heist.
Bro, if they keep
Bro,
but
I
if
have
they keep AG,
I have a feeling, bro,
Bro.
that's gonna happen in Denver, bro.
AG, they keep AG.
Damn.
No, they need to get rid of AG.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I might be agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I could be agreeing with you. They get MPJ and AG is enough for KD. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good with
and
that actually.
maybe
That's not bad.
a second rounder.
Well,
Or maybe a first
the
rounder.
problem with the picks part is like we don't know how the math works out for the picks and the contracts. We don't know their contracts, so it has to make sense from a contract perspective, like luxury tax and all that stuff. So, damn,
Teary-eyed.
Westbrook winning a chip got me, man. I love Russ. KD and Jokic. Yeah, man. How do you defend that? You thought Jamal Murray
Who said that? Who
off
said
the DHO gonna be crazy?
Who said that?
Niv
Niv,
got
Niv, Niv.
Niv, that might be comment of the night because that got us really thinking. That would be insane. But if you're Denver, damn,
You should try.
you should try. Float it. We'll give you.
But yeah,
Because the Suns are not gonna win this year.
yeah.
Like you're not.
it's not a
You're
good-
horrible.
It's not a bad deal for Denver if ever that happens.
Then wait, did Phoenix keep Beal?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Meron pang one day. Meron.
Yeah. If ever that happens ba, the
Never
Denver trade ba, KD Denver trade, it's not a bad deal, but I think the one that really stands out was the Knicks trade.
Because it makes so much sense.
I love the Knicks trade.
It's actually very
Yeah.
good. Like for both teams, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
You get KD. KD's in the Big Apple with Cat and Brunson, which
Yeah.
is really, really good.
Yeah.
And then on the Phoenix side of things,
Stephen A. Smith will be happy because back in the free agency, I think a couple years ago, Knicks did not make a move. I think they made a move, but
they made a move in the offseason this year, which was fine. They got Cat.
not this offseason. I mean, the previous years na Stephen A was like wild into the Knicks because they never got like a big market star, you know.
Well, they're
And
doing
he really wanted KD to sign with, you know. Instead, KD signed with Brooklyn Nets.
correct. So the biggest threat in the East right now really are the New York Knicks of Boston, in my opinion, and then the Bucks. I don't trust the Cleveland Cavaliers because from what I saw when they played Boston the other day, I thought exactly what will happen in the playoffs. They don't have enough. They just won't have enough because
Did they lose?
They lost. That's what I think. Then they have the Boston has Derek White and Drew Holiday. You don't have an equivalent. That's gonna be the biggest difference. Honest to God, that's gonna be the biggest difference. KD to Grizzlies for I don't see it.
Four.
Kennard, Smart, Aldama, and future picks. I don't see that happening at all.
KD and Ja.
KD.
KD, you need to throw in a triple J for me. No, for it to be fair. Let's say we live in a world of like beautiful parity. Yeah, you got to give me a triple
What about
J.
KD to Orlando?
Give me Banquero. Give me Banquero. Are you gonna give me Banquero, right? So no, I'm not.
No, the one of the Wagner twins and Suggs. Right?
No, I mean, you want Beal? I'll give you Beal.
Even it is regarding part.
I'll give you Beal. You want Beal? Beal for Wagner.
Wearing Orlando jerseys.
Well, not the oddity part. In terms of the viability of what he said.
Because you gotta remember, it almost happened where Grant Hill, T-Mac, and TD played for Orlando.
But
I know.
Orlando is winning right now.
So no, you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess it up.
They have a
You know, I also hate the Lakers when I hated Kobe back then because, yeah, they get everything they want. It's so annoying how they get everything.
The darling of
Palangga sa
They're like San Miguel.
Palangga sa NBA.
San Miguel.
Yeah, San Miguel. They don't even. It's such poetic justice that they didn't make the playoffs. Those bums. I love Fajardo, but I hate you.
And
All
they're
right.
gonna name the top again the additional 10 players to the top 50 NBA. PBA.
I don't know who they add.
And probably Nelson Aceitono will be one.
The fact that Nelson Aceitono was not included in the first list is a travesty all on its own. Hell, you want to put Willie Marshall in the top 75? I mean, he's doing such a great job. Bums. What's his name? Al Francis Chu in the top 75? Might as well put him there. Why do you have a top 75?
Top 50, top 50.
Okay, they're gonna add 10 more players.
Yeah.
Accommodate though.
Probably the case. Probably the case. Are they gonna put Jerome Lastimosa in that list?
Is Willie Miller in the top 50? I don't know.
I think so.
They're really.
I think we're flushed with the topic now. So, all right, let's move on to the last bit for the topics. Dricus Duplessis, sorry, versus Sean Strickland.
Your favorite?
All right. How good have I been making these calls? What's the record?
You're
What's my record?
3-0?
Yo, lately, no?
Yeah, 3-0.
All right, let me mark this one because I think this one is a more complex fight. We didn't call the Izzy fight, no?
No, we did not.
I called it. I
think
the Izzy fight.
I think he lost, right?
Lost round 2. So Duplessis Strickland, battle of styles. We only talk about this for me to make a bet on it. Really, we don't really talk about it for talking about it. But Dricus Duplessis, Sean Strickland. We're talking about two guys super aggressive when it comes to when it comes to the vertical game. So they're really stand-in bank type fighters. Dricus Duplessis likes to go to the ground when he has the opportunity to do so. Sean Strickland wants to keep it strictly up off the ground. The winner of this match will simply be the one who can impose their style more. In a battle, and I've followed Sean Strickland's career for quite some time, he does absorb some very obvious losses and some very surprising losses because he's not that he's unprepared, but because the styles of the opponents that he's gone up against where he's absorbed losses does throw him off a little bit. And in my opinion, Dricus Duplessis does have a style that is more or less a kryptonite to Sean Strickland. So Dricus Duplessis, I want to say late round one, because I don't see this going anywhere beyond that. But probably Dricus Duplessis TKO round 2, early round 2, probably around the 2-minute or the 150 mark. Boy, if I get that super accurate. I don't know. I'm 3-0.
And the graphics looks like Mortal Kombat.
It does.
Yep.
I just don't trust kasi Sean Strickland to make.
Don't trust kasi.
Kasi like pare. Wag na pare.
Shout out Attorney Miggy.
All right, let's go to the fast break debate.
Hold on. Before we go there, one more KD narrative. One more KD narrative.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense to do.
Yeah. KD
for Draymond Green.
No. KD to Detroit.
Can't happen.
Jalen Duren.
No one.
NBA won't allow that.
You gotta give me Cade. You gonna give me Cade? I'll give you Cade.
He's gonna partner up with Cade.
Oh, that's a problem. And it's also not a it's a good. It's like probably a 100-meter move for the Pistons, but it's not gonna win the chip.
It's gonna be the Carmelo Anthony experiment.
Yeah, it's a metal thing. It's a metal.
Yeah.
The hello, your
Might just happen. New York Knicks, holla at your boy.
New York.
because the Lakers make a move, so might
New
as
York.
well get the second biggest market.
New York and Denver are the two teams to me.
But
that
the
really
nearest
made
to
sense.
me is the
Knicks one. It's so funny. It's so funny how
I
it could
think
work out.
it's somewhat real.
And if they pull it off, they're actually the biggest threat. Like that catapults them to the top for me, because that's a crazy good lineup. JB, KD, Carl,
Defensively good.
Josh Hart.
They will be defensively good.
Offensively good, so they're good. All right, so the first two questions, I got a good chance to scam. I think we already talked about them too in depth. But no, because if the Mavs win all this year, does it justify giving up on Luka? Oh.
Especially when Luka wins
No.
Yeah.
chips.
Yeah, because they also one of the questions of that is that let's just say hypothetically the Mavs or the Mavs will win this year one chip. what will happen on the next following year.
Correct. I see that. It just doesn't make sense. I swear the NBA had to have a gun. Must have had a gun to the head of Nico Harrison with this one. All right, well, the Lakers passed games without AD even yesterday against the Clippers. Do you agree that the Lakers really had a better team? No, obviously not.
They just exerted.
They just played harder.
Yeah.
They just played so much harder. They looked like the fresher team yesterday.
Parang yung edad ng mga players sila nag-backtrack ng probably 4 years.
Yung nga, I swear, they looked so fast.
I never seen LeBron really that energetic.
Yung nga eh.
Oh, wait. One more na lang yun. KD going to the Clips. Kawhi.
Did you trade Kawhi?
Kawhi, Zubac.
You want to absorb Kawhi's injuries?
Kawhi, Zubac, and then a couple first rounders.
I don't.
You're united with James Harden, man.
No,
or maybe add Norman Powell. I got you thinking.
The Kawhi, I don't see Kawhi moving because nobody wants. So the reason why I factor those in is because do I want Kawhi's injuries?
Kawhi is doing great right now.
Pilgin ako, iguman na contract ni Kawhi mo, retire na.
Yeah. That's the problem. Like, I need more info on Kawhi. Like, is he really healthy?
Or maybe Kawhi will go back to Toronto, team up with BI.
I don't see that happening at all. I don't see that. Even if he did, it's not the same. So, 1 and 2 we can scratch. Go ahead, Mike or Bri. Can Ja Morant, he is the number 1 option. But on a title run? Number 4. We're back to number 4. Ooh.
Why isn't the rank
Number 4 dapat
championship?
Yeah. Are you saying yes or number 4? Is he in the GOAT debate? Oh, he's not in the GOAT debate. Why not? I can argue Durant should be in the GOAT debate.
Not in the GOAT debate.
He's not in the GOAT debate? Why is he not in the GOAT debate?
Are we picking number 4?
Do you want to pick number 4?
Oh, picking number 4?
You want to pick number 4?
I think we can.
Wala na line, right? Wala na iba?
Muna lang.
Let's go number 4.
Muna lang.
Go number 4.
I think.
Meron bias, ha? Which is the last one? You have a last one?
Number 5. Should Ma'am Jackie transfer to Lakers?
Who does she really love? The Mavericks or Luka Magic?
I don't know.
The
The Mavs.
Why is there a fish?
So are you happy with Anthony Davis?
But let's get Ma'am Jack's take on this. Ma'am Jack, when were you a Mavericks fan?
When?
Jesus. So how did you feel about when they traded away Steve Nash? Okay, so right. So 2011 pataas. So 2011, I'm assuming you're very happy when you guys won. That's a lot of uncles. It's a lot of testosterone. Ooh. With underdog, with the 1 down. I like it. That was like, yeah. Peeper.
For what?
Who? Peeper and Dirk. Yeah.
JB?
JB.
One Less Lonely Girl is one of my favorite. Like,
Lonely Girl.
it's a really good song, huh? Don't trip on One Less Lonely Girl.
Mine was the boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Boyfriend never let you go.
So-
Yeah.
See, I'm the romantic. He's the creep. Look at the song choice. I like a romantic song. He's the one in the parking lot stalking girls into their cars. All right.
So Ma'am
Even
Jack,
the baby one.
I'm good with baby.
So Ma'am Jack, tanggap mo sa AD.
Do you accept AD with all your heart?
Ma'am Jack, do you accept AD?
With all your heart.
Would you have joined, knowing the blood of a UP person in you, would you have joined the crowd and fighting?
So you're gonna sue Nico Harrison? Or you're gonna...
It's like, see, that's why I think Nico Harrison needs security when he walks out.
Hindi yan magpapakita na
I
sa
swear,
Dallas.
those Mavericks fans who went outside of the American Airlines Arena and they were protesting, I feel like they would have physically hurt him. That'd be crazy.
There are more.
All right, here's the last question. Lucas trade sent shockwaves to the basketball world. Which superstars around the league are actually untouchable? Okay. Who has a better chance of winning a championship first? Luka with the Lakers. Ooh. Was this a good trade for the Lakers' competitive balance, or did it make the rich Lakers richer? Boo! On the third question. Did this trade change the power dynamics of the NBA? These are good. Holistically, they're good. You want to do this instead? Oh, so she's the one who came up with this. You want to do this? I think this is good. But we'll pick sides here. All right. So
we already tackled about it.
Who has a better chance of winning a championship first? Luka with the Lakers or AD with the
That
Mavs?
would be really good.
I'm gonna go with
I think Luka.
Luka with the Lakers too. I don't see the Mavs winning at all. They're doo-doo. See? All right, let's scratch that question. We can agree. Was this a good trade for the league's competitive balance, or did it make the rich richer?
It made us richer.
Made the rich richer.
Made
Made
us
the rich
richer.
richer. It's a. I think the competitive balance is still there, but it's more of the business side. Like they made the rich rich.
Made us richer in the long run. Because you're not gonna see. Obviously, AD is gonna regress in a couple of weeks.
Did this trade change the power dynamics of the NBA for the next decade?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the number 4.
I kind of want to say no, because I still think Boston is strong. I still think the Bucks are strong.
Yeah, Boston did not make any moves so far.
They don't need to because they're gonna win the East,
maybe.
unless we see the KD trade happening in New York.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's gonna change, man. Agree with Jam.
I don't.
There is not really a big change because
Yeah,
definitely
you always
in the
disagree with me.
next couple of years, probably it's the Lakers that would enter that.
If they can
struggle.
make a move,
If they can make a move,
Move
it's
that is
probably the
relevant.
Lakers that would
yeah,
probably enter that power struggle. and
correct,
it's gonna
correct.
be the same team. That would be. I think the best guys is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. I'm arguing for KD should be in the GOAT conversation. You're saying he shouldn't be in the GOAT
They
conversation.
should not be. And
The problem is I don't like KD until he goes back to
Dapat
Oklahoma.
really, ang topic Chris Paul.
Yung mo naman, it has been debated a
No.
lot of times.
Chris Paul, the GOAT point guard. Tapos
Yeah,
should say no.
You want to do that?
It's
There is no. I will say no, dude. You can say yes. Chris Paul.
No, I will not enter a dungeon. I cannot go out.
Because yun nga eh, yeah, that's true. Before, it was in passing too. And I made a solid case that he's not in the GOAT conversation. He's DQ'd in so many aspects.
so. For
So-
the sake of debate, what should
I think the last one's a good good topic. Does this change the power dynamics of the NBA?
That is so. I don't know. For me, for my innocent basketball mind, I think that's so technical.
Innocent?
You know, yeah.
What's the dirty side of your basketball mind?
That's
Naked
so,
NBA players.
that's so. Ano na?
Dirty basketball.
Yeah, that's so make it WNBA maybe.
Oh
Cameron
my
Brink.
God, you dirty man.
Cameron Brink. Holla at your boy.
He ain't hollering at you maniac.
Pati ari mong down.
Kelsey Plum, probably.
Kelsey Plum. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll rock with Angel Wilson. She's hot.
You have a weird taste in women, my brother.
Yeah, she's hot.
I like the was
Probably
this
Angel
trade.
Reese just covers.
Enough with the Pornhub reference.
You started it.
Was this trade good for the league's competitive balance, or did it make the league?
I think the who will win first. It's subjective, but it's subjective. because
we can agree. Luka and the Lakers. We agree.
Either
AD
one
with the Mavs. I don't think they're winning at all. Mom Jackson have to struggle and cry for another 10 years. That's just the truth. Old Kyrie, old AD. Nah, you're not winning.
And both are Robins.
Both are Robins.
Not proven winning.
Correct. So, alluding to Derek Ramsey's point, they're gonna need to play a slower pace. They're not gonna win. Like Nico Harrison, bro. How far is that gun up your ass? What's this trade? Okay, we gotta decide. What do you want to do? We can't do number 4. I mean, we already debated it before. You want to do the Chris Paul? What's the topic you want to debate me for? I'll let you choose. You have many, I know.
I did not
But
study.
you can win.
I did not study.
You know,
I did
Neil
not
Ramos
study.
certified. Tatak Neil Ramos, mananalo ka.
I did not study.
Sa politiko publiko, ganun.
If
Politiko
Graham-
publiko.
if-
The Sara Duterte impeachment case, dog. We're not gonna go there. I know Mom Jack won't be lit. I'm like having to come out with a secret. The Sara Duterte impeachment case, yo, no.
I don't know. Really, really the third one is really, it's really technical to me. I'm not as
I'm already
power
at-
dynamics. Oh my god.
I'm already asking you to pick something that you know deeply because we've gone to the questions. Apparently, the questions are a lot of it we can agree on. So it kind of nulls and voids an actual debate because there's not a lot of fire for us to fight with, right? So I'm asking you to pick a topic that you feel so strongly about that we can talk about and debate. That you know that if you
To be
talk
honest,
to
I don't
Jaff
know.
about, you're like, F Jaff, I will die on this hill. And I know I'm right, and the fans will agree with me I'm right. Pick O'Neal!
Wala kasi akong data eh.
I'll hotspot you.
I'm picking sa mga post ko eh.
I'll hotspot you. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. There you go. You're hotspotted. Go ahead.
Okay. Alright guys, hold on.
Well, Neil,
Fan? She's on your video. She's on your go Neil.
he's even
All I have is Christian on a nice, lonely, dark, rainy evening.
she even spent time
On your
watching
live.
vlog at 2 a.m. Neil.
Yeah, kasi nagiinuman kasi sila eh.
Okay. Saan kayo naginuman, Ma'am Jack?
Sa kanila lang. With clang.
See, I want.
Oh, hold on.
Can it happen where there's like clang clang, Mom Jack, and then they're like right there, like you're just there.
Next Thursday.
Huh?
Next Thursday. It would really nice to see Ma'am Jack and Klang debate Lakers versus Cavs.
I love it. These ladies. The page? You want me to check your page?
Because I don't know why my phone can't.
You want me to go to Hoops Hub? I don't go to this page. I'm just effing.
It's like because tag.
I like it because I'm tagged, and I like it because I support my guy who does not support me apparently. All right,
He
yeah.
doesn't share Grind Time Sport.
He never does actually.
He doesn't share mine.
Yeah, he lost on it.
Fuck, I shared his
I'm
page
gonna-
to Pocketbook.
I'm gonna rip him apart in this one, just for our benefit today.
You know what? I remembered. Dallas apparently had a history of front office blunders.
Yeah,
Let go of Nash.
they let go of Nash. You got to keep in mind, outside of 2011, they haven't been able to reconstruct a good enough roster to win. Well, Dirk was already on the downturn of his career, and then they got lucky when they drafted Luka because they made the right pick where they traded him for Trae Young. So, but historically, you have to remember also they lost to the Run and Gun Warriors, to the We Believe Warriors, a 69-13 team. Or I think it was 67-15 team with Dirk Nowitzki winning the MVP. And people are already like, the whispers are getting louder, like, why did you trade Nash? Why did you let go of Nash? Not going to be great for so long. Right? And then,
You remember the horse?
yeah. About
Yeah,
Kyrie.
like, someone, an article I read. The Lakers should have used Kyrie as bait, try to let the Dallas Mavericks front office feel invested that Kyrie is. Lakers trying to lure Kyrie. Eventually, they're gonna get because the Dallas Mavericks front office would believe that Kyrie can really carry them. Yeah, so
That's the thing also about this gen that I feel very confused about. For the longest time, and you're right about the Trojan horse theory, where did the Lakers just simply use that as a prop to get Luka and convince a very mindless Nico Harrison that Luka is the weaker option between the two? When obviously, statistically, metrically, any way you want to measure it, Luka is by far a lot better than even prime Kyrie, in my mind, in terms of just carrying a team and putting them on his back. Because again, they made it to the finals 2 years ago,
probably
or the WCF 2
Dallas
years
just
ago.
got baited.
No, Nico Harrison had a gun to his head, I'm sure. There's no way. How did you come up with this in the middle of the night? Like, how? What triggered you to do this?
Maybe the basketball god just suddenly appear in his dreams.
Like if you're Dan Gilbert, for example, in Cleveland, and one day you're asleep, and all of a sudden I'm gonna trade LeBron James.
Imagine, no, sino yung GM ng Dallas nga? Danny Ainge, one of the best.
He didn't even know what's happening.
Probably
He would have stopped it too, knowing it was gonna help the Lakers. He would have stopped it too. I don't know. Somebody would have had the talk sense into Nico Harrison.
Yeah, I think I got.
I swear. Hell out of you.
Yeah, I think I got one.
What is it? All right, what's my phone or your phone? Which one do you want to do?
Magic Johnson deserved to win the GOAT conversation.
He is in the GOAT convo. Yes.
Terms.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Okay, you choose na lang.
Do I choose?
Yeah, you choose na lang.
In the absence of fast break debate, because right now we can't seem to agree. I have one more game we can play. Instead. But let me go through your. I'll put the ball in your court. Good. I'm looking up your topics. I have a proud father, a Rockets win, and over Steph.
No, better.
Three-point shooter. This.
with Golden State trades.
I'm waiting for your answer.
Actually good.
Should they trade Steph? Kaya.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, I'll say no.
So we have a topic.
Alright, we have a topic!
Whether or not the Warriors trade Steph.
And you think they should trade Steph?
Yeah.
I think... Okay, no. I think it's pretty easy to defend this, but I'm very curious to see what's going through his head. Alright, Mike!
I'm probably gonna lose in the debate, but on the equalizer game.
No, I have a modification to the equalizer.
Uy, gusto mo na.
I have a modifier.
Okay, let's go.
Should Golden State trade Stephen?
You know what? I'm gonna try to record myself.
Oh,
Mike, you have it?
wait. Going to record yourself.
Wait. I don't know if he wants his own like personal. Alright, so should Steph be traded from the Warriors? Neil Ramos says yes.
He's vlogging already. Right?
Yeah. Hey, if you want to go live, go live. I'm go live lang ka if Mom Jack is watching.
Wala kayo data lagi.
Hotspot you! Aren't you on my hotspot?
Hindi lagi ko connect. Like nasa Wi-Fi logo but makabot lang siya ngayon, not connected.
Should Steph be traded?
Should Golden State get rid of Steph this season? Obviously. So you're saying yes, I'm saying no.
Kaya pa may one day Steph for trades.
Not this season. In the course of this final years of his career.
Sige, fine. Fine.
Next season.
Next. Sige, fine. Whatever.
Maybe next season or maybe next season.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Why not? In short, you're wondering if, like, did Steph ever... I'm going to say no. I think he stays a Warrior forever, so... I don't like Steph like that, but I can tell you that he should stay a Warrior
yes,
forever.
Jeff. Hell no.
You can put, like, mega F no. There's no way they're going to trade Steph. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, I'm waiting for the question and for my timer.
I don't even need to go up for this one. I'm pretty sure it's easy to defend. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He deserves a Kobe treat. That's what I'll look to defend. But I'm very curious to see what alas he has.
Because he seems very confident.
Yeah, he was like, okay, yeah, he nodded, and I was like, Go!
Alright, go. Let's go. Okay, so none of this list that pag-uusapan namin ngayon, but we are going to debate about should Steph be traded, and Warriors get rid of him. I say yes, because first of all, let me tell you this. I know you have the narrative that he's a 4-time champion, he's the only unanimous MVP, he's the he's an Olympian, he's an all-star, blah blah blah, this that, but with Steph's current state in Golden State, with Steph's current situation in Golden State right now, if you're really watching the NBA, the Warriors are trying to like uh rebuild. That's why they got Jimmy Butler in a veteran 2-year deal, because they wanted to make Jimmy Butler an asset for the next couple of seasons. And same with Steph, because mahirap man aminin, Steph is actually also digressing. I understand that there's always a narrative that he's the best shooter of all time, passing Reggie Miller, passing Ray Allen. But again, Steph's gonna go probably the LeBron route already. Go not really in the accolades perspective, not really in the championships perspective, or not really in the alam mo yun, like what LeBron did, like left Cleveland for Los Angeles. So it's gonna be like that for Steph. And then as what we've talked about in the GC offline, that Steph should go to a team that kahit na his stats are regressing already, he still has value, because honestly Steph does not have like the value he had before in Golden State when he won 4 times with Draymond, with KD, with Clay. Even though with KD, Steph was the valuable player of that Golden State. It's not that Steph anymore. Even Anthony Edwards is better than Steph right now in the NBA. So if you ask me, should Golden State trade Steph? Yes, they will definitely not trade Steph, or maybe in other way na,
should they trade Steph or not trade Steph?
Yeah, in other way
Okay.
na, or maybe in other way na they can really get rid of Steph, rebuild, and make Golden State a dynasty again.
He's attacking it.
It's a weird angle, but what I was thinking the whole time was, Mom Jack and Clang Clang got together during the Doncic situation, and we're like one of the boys, and we're like, oh, trade, oh, basketball, what? That got my attention. That was funny.
Weird na if sila duha may ni
Oh,
Shade.
ni Shade, no, mag-inom talaga eh. We gotta talk about Doncic and AD.
One Laker fan and one
One
Dallas
Dallas Maverick fan. It's like if we got together and talked about it. Handshake, but no, none of them like it. This will be easy. Go ahead, Mike or Bri. Give me 2 minutes. So, I think the only reason why he thinks Steph should be traded, if I were to declutter his whole argument, was that you're of the belief that Steph walks, correct?
Yeah.
So, this is very, well, not really rooted in a lot of actual fact, because right now we're basing it on assumption. But if I were to somehow associate it to an acceptable fact, is that Stephen Curry was drafted by the Warriors. And the Warriors had multiple options that they could have also drafted during that draft class, even after Stephen Curry's report came out, or his draft review came out, that he was skinny, not really athletic, will not last long in the league, will probably make a killing in the Euro League. The Warriors stuck with him. And in almost every scenario where we could have already probably assumed that they would have let go of Steph, the Warriors stuck with him. The example is when they traded away Monta Ellis, who was their superstar at the time, for Andrew Bogut. This was one of the biggest trades ever in NBA history, because when they got Andrew Bogut, they got their screener for Steph. They got rid of a massive contract, which allowed for them to pay Steph and make him the cornerstone of their franchise, which tells you how much the Warriors trusted Stephen Curry, because at the time he was super injury prone. He kept having so many ankle problems. It was ridiculous. That's why if you ever seen Steph,
Ankle brace.
there's a big ankle brace, because he has horrible ankles apparently. They're rusty, they're crusty, I don't know what you want to call them. So, commitment of the Warriors to making sure Steph stays with Golden State is that particular scenario, that blip in time. And as his career has progressed, they've continued to follow the formula whereby when they let go of Mark Jackson that year when the LA Clippers beat them in the playoffs, Steve Kerr took over. They've continued to build their roster according to the formula that Steve Kerr requires. Not necessarily players that Steph even thinks they would require, but what Steve Kerr requires, because what matters to Steph is winning, alluding to that point. But at the same time, if your whole premise is that Steph walks because they're no longer winning, keep in mind the whole franchise itself, the Golden State Warriors, their whole imagery right now is based off of Steph. So as a franchise, you have really, like, the Lakers got away with it when they had Kobe, because Kobe did not define the Lakers. The Lakers are defined by the Lakers themselves. But the Warriors are so tied to Stephen Curry that their whole fan base is Stephen Curry. So if you take a look at it from a financial perspective as well, the impact of you letting go of Curry or Curry even walking, let's say, again, I don't think Curry ever walks because it's up to the management if they let him walk, but you getting rid of Curry for somebody else will not only trigger a massive windfall or a massive downfall for you financially, because again, before Stephen Curry, you had the We Believe Warriors and that's it. I mean, anything. You were a cellar dweller, you were pathetic, you were just one of the teams in the NBA. You were the Charlotte Hornets, you were the Wizards, you were the Wolves, you were these teams that just continue to stay in the dungeon base of the NBA and are just there for the hell of being a team. And then Stephen Curry fell on your lap, and all of a sudden Stephen Curry changed the whole narrative. So this is why I don't think they ever do that, because from a financial perspective palang, we're going to lose sales. We're going to lose season ticket holders. Take a look at what's happening with Luka Doncic, for example. The Mavericks, from a financial perspective, boom. Jersey sales. I heard from a friend that the NBA store is already selling Luka Doncic jerseys for like 50% off. That's how big of an impact Luka being traded away was the Dallas Mavericks. You have, let's say, for example, mathematically, let's do math. You have 100 million units of Luka Doncic jerseys. Prospectively would have sold, if you sold all, let's say 100 jerseys lang. You would have prospectively made, let's say, 100,000 pesos. But now you have to sell them for 50% off because you traded Luka. Now you make 50,000 na lang. Let's put that in millions. Where you would have made 100 million, now you have to make 50 because you traded away our biggest asset. So it doesn't make sense from a financial perspective. It doesn't make sense from a management perspective to even trade or get rid of Steph. If Steph wants to walk, well, Steph walks. That's on his own accord. But if I'm a manager, alluding to your question, should Steph be traded? I don't think so. You don't trade Steph just because there's a threat of him walking away. And that threat of him walking away is, again, super contingent on him. But as long as you continue to provide Steph with the right kind of pieces according to Steve Kerr's system, which is inherent to what he wants to have done, which is to win, he'll stay. I would never trade Steph. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Sino makaganig ng malupit na ribat? Ribat!
I love the energy.
I love the energy.
Yeah, alright. Ano man, this is actually just a chill topic. If I lose, I'll take the L. Yeah, if I lose, I'll take the L. If I lose, I'll take the L. But we're gonna factor in again what's happening now with Golden State. You mentioned that Steph is actually the Golden State's.
Yeah.
What was your term?
He's Golden State.
Actually, he's Golden State, right? But if you come to think of it, even though Steph walks, even though let's just say he will go to just say like a minimum veteran deal to New York or maybe Minnesota, or let's just say the Sixers perhaps, still Steph is still Golden State himself, because if you factored in what's the situation right now in Golden State, Draymond is in the trading block. Clay is outside the Golden State area. He's already in Dallas, obviously. Kevin Durant is not wanted by the Golden State anymore. Mike Dunleavy trying to make a rebuild with all these young guys. Come bucket. Jonathan Kuminga, right? They traded away Andrew Wiggins because I believe they think that Andrew Wiggins does not provide any help by Steph. Yes, they won championship together, but in this current state of the Warriors, or probably that's the main reason why they let go of Andrew Wiggins for Jimmy Butler. And then you have Kevon Looney, who has been also a very long Golden State Warrior resident player, but eventually they will also let go of Kevon Looney because, again, the Golden State community is trying to rebuild on what they're seeing on the current state of the Warriors. So so financially, maybe they will be back in the state where, after the We Believe Warriors part, if you know what I'm saying, like when the We Believe Warriors part went up against the number 1 seed Dallas Mavericks, that went up the stock of Golden State. But if that means if financially you're gonna like kumbaga let's say Tagalog sa gwanta. titisin, kumbaga, if you are the Golden
Tumitiis
State,
ka.
if you're the Golden State Warriors, if you're the Golden State Warriors management, if you are the Golden State Warriors community, what will be, or ano lang yung minimal, kumbaga, minimal financial stock mo na bumaba ng konti kaysa sa Golden State na binibuild mo yung dynasty ulit where they can win more championships like what they did in 2015.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a very, very simple question, a very easy question. So normally when teams rebuild, they have a formula for rebuilding for them to get a champion.
Yeah, and they will trade there.
Okay. Fair enough. So you're also on the premise that Steve Kerr has to stay as the coach.
No.
Who is the coach?
Somewhere. Someone else that can like magnify or solidify, the Golden State rotation.
Give me a good example. Who in your mind is a championship coach?
Adrian Griffin.
Adrian Griffin. What's the championship formula of Adrian Griffin?
Now that's a technical question, but
whatever you feel like it's a good answer.
but that's a technical question because we argued about it before that Adrian Griffin is a good coach. So
you don't know. So pick a coach that who's won a championship. So good for you to get a good idea.
Ooh.
Bo.
Oh.
What's the championship formula of Spo?
What's the championship of Spo Chan? Run and gun?
Defense.
Defense. Okay, defense. Fine. Sorry, I'm not a coach.
Defense. Okay.
Ah.
Well, the reason why I'm asking that question is because you want to overhaul what made you a championship contender for so long, go into the deep unknown, and pray that you somehow become a championship contender again.
Yeah.
Because the problem that you have with your premise, my good Neil, is I'm looking at Stephen Curry right now, and the reason why I don't think, even if we were to
cheater.
no, I'm just looking at Stephen Curry. That's it. Just,
Okay.
even if cheater, even if we were to mathematically, or let's live in the reality. Stephen Curry is apparently in his 16th year. He's 36 years old. I see Steph playing for another 4 years. The question of whether or not he'll be traded is, right now, it's actually a no in reality, because them getting Jimmy Butler is an assurance or an insurance policy. Not really an insurance policy. It's an assurance that they are committed to Steph's final years in Golden State, because they still want to win while they have Steph. That's the answer to the question. There's not much to debate now. Now is there? Right? If they didn't, so I guess the funny thing is, the only reason why this debate had some material was if they didn't make a move in the trade deadline.
Yeah.
But they did. So that they can fit into Steph's timeline still, where will help Steph win as much as possible now until he'll probably retire as a Warrior.
Yeah,
because if the Warriors didn't make any moves, you could probably have a case where, are they really committed enough to Steph? Where, well, why are they just ignoring it now? Are they just going to let him go, let him walk, whatever? But them bringing in Butler for Wiggins, which is a big move. And again, it moves them by an inch, not by much of a meter for me, in my mind. But they are showing Steph, hey, we're still committed to you. However long you're going to stay here. We got Jimmy Butler for you. We're comboing him with this bum in Draymond Green and all these other pieces that we have. We're going to try and make it work. And Steve Kerr will probably go to the drawing board and say, all right, here's how we're going to fit in Jimmy Butler to our system and what we're doing here in Golden State. But it's all. And I remember Eric Pascal's podcast where he said, the Golden State system isn't really a system of Steve. So the whole franchise, your system, last decade, is rooted in a 6'2" or 6'3" guard from Davidson, who will most likely and 100% likely will end his career as a Warrior, because that's who he is. That's his franchise. Not much of a debate now. I mean, they got Butler. That's a kicker, apparently. That's true. Warrior. Go say Warrior, man.
Yeah, but again, but just a very minor rebuttal. It's a very minor rebuttal, no. Because for you, Manggod, to be the contender you are in the past, you need to not really start from scratch, but you need to do some rebuild, do some modifications. Talk about blue collar jobs, diba? Let's talk about blue collar jobs. Not call center, because apparently 50 and 60 all still works in a call center. Let's talk about office jobs, managerial jobs, you know. Diba pag if you are around 58, 57, 59, 60 years old, diba mag-retire ka? Diba you're gonna retire? Okay, ha? I don't know if you get the point. Ha? But diba if a company has a 60-year-old employee, there's a 80-20 chance
That's a horrible reference.
yeah, that's an 80-20 chance that specific employee, let's just say kita to, look, we are 58, 59 already. We're turning 60, right? So basically we're gonna need to retire. Or if we're not going to retire, we're gonna walk out from that scenario and do like kanang
Keep in mind, the question is if he's going to be traded, huh?
Yeah. And
I don't see a company trading me.
and
Like, teleperformance will call WePro and say, hey, we need to trade.
and keep in mind, di ba, ang pasabot, my point man good is, again, not from scratch, but for you to build an empire, you need to do some modifications. You need to have some, like changes. Because again, changes is the only constant in this world, right? So
Char, he hit me with a bar.
you need to have changes, my god. And that's connected to what I'm saying about Steph, because Steph needs to go out of Golden State.
For Golden State to win?
No. Again,
I'm asking you here.
Steph needs to, or if Steph is going out by kanang muhawa siya, he will request for a trade or he will opt out, something like that. But if Steph goes out in Golden State, this will actually help Golden State to probably make a huge rebuild for them to become the superstar, for them to become the championship contender they are. So there are a lot of college players right now that are very good, that can fit the Golden State system. I'm not familiar with the college players, but let's just say Cooper Flag, right? If you start from scratch, you're gonna get the number 1 pick. Let's just say Cooper Flag. Let's just say Cooper Flag lang, no Steph, and then
So you're saying the Warriors should start tanking
with Jonathan Kuminga, Egg, freaking exactly. Yeah. Thank. It's either Steph will go on his own or Steph requests for a trade.
So your whole argument with Stephen Curry being traded is built on the premise that number 1, you think Steph will walk. Number 2, you don't think Steph provides any more value to the Warriors.
Yeah, because even though he walks out to the Warriors, signed with another team, he is still the Golden State Warrior that he is.
Well, Neil,
just like LeBron leaving Cleveland, going to Miami, coming back to Cleveland, it's like nothing happens.
No, well, Cleveland. the problem you have there, Neil, is that Cleveland was actually hit really hard when LeBron left the second time because they had to rebuild. It's only now that they're back to relevancy. How long was that? 6 years? 7 years?
20, the one they won championship, right?
Yeah,
2016.
No, 2018 when he came back.
Turned LeBron
LeBron. So the problem you have, my goodness, again, from a mathematical and financial perspective, Cleveland had to wait another 7 years. Cleveland was also one of those franchises that is more of a participant team, where they don't have a lot of legacy. Only when they had LeBron James did they start developing a legacy. Right. I think we're still on volume. So it was only when LeBron James was again with us that we had a legacy, and then we've been rebuilding. The problem, I'm good, is if Cleveland would have had the option to keep LeBron James, of course they would have, because he will continue, because the narrative of LeBron James is enough for Cleveland fans to come here and watch still. That's my whole point with Stephen Curry. Accordingly, Stephen Curry just signed a fresh $4 million, 4-year, which again, 4-year, $62.6 million contract. So, Neil, not only can you not trade Stephen Curry, no team can absorb Stephen Curry from a factual perspective. So, you can't trade Stephen Curry, apparently.
Too hard.
It's too hard. It doesn't make sense.
And the
you can't trade.
The only way that would happen, Steph wanted.
Yeah, take the Tony Parker out.
No, but he can't also because, again, no team can absorb that much money. It's a 4-year, 216, so it's almost a $62 million a year contract. No team in the league can afford that.
And considering his age,
Yeah, you can't. Actually, you can't trade stuff. You just can't. There's nothing I think mathematically even possible for you to do to trade stuff.
New York?
No, you would need to get rid of Towns, Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, and Hart just to fit Curry. And you're taking on a 20-year vet almost. So no, you can't.
So why did we
You can't actually trade stuff.
debate about
because he
this?
You chose the question.
because he agreed that
Yeah. Okay.
he would be
All
traded.
right, but yeah, that's my take right there. That's my take right there. You know, finale, conclusion, win or lose, I don't care. I lose every time. So yeah, that's my take right there.
You're taking the L, huh?
No,
You're not taking the L.
I'm not taking it.
How
I'm
can
taking
you
it
not
now.
take the
Win or
L?
lose. I did not say.
Sige, show the polls, David. Show the
I did not
polls.
say I'm gonna lose. I said
because he
win
might
or
win the
lose.
poll. That's
I don't know.
But yeah,
The polls are sometimes variable, yeah.
he might
Basi-
win in the poll, so that's why he won't take the L.
Well, the fact is you can't actually trade Steph at this point, knowing what we know now. He's
Possible.
untradeable.
Possible but hard. Like you
Like a
need
99% chance he can't.
third, like you
trade
need a third team for them to
to
do.
absorb
because
the money.
Because
because
they need to do some salary dumps.
yeah, because first one good is Clay's already out. He's already in Dallas. Draymond is freaking
Somewhere.
I don't know, eating grass or something. No.
Oh, like 1 by 1. So
Oh, look at that. It's
You
close.
won by one.
I won by
Close.
one.
I wonder who voted for it.
interesting.
But that's okay. Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay.
But for everybody's reference, for everybody watching, it's apparently it's mathematically impossible to trade Steph.
You need a lot of probably 5 teams.
5 teams will probably just get rid of Steph and put him in somewhere else. It's not possible. Like from a math perspective, it's just not happening. And I don't think you have to include the Lakers too. You have to include the Lakers, the Knicks, or the Celtics. One of the big 4.
That's why they managed to pull out that Luka trade because of the Jazz.
Yung somebody had to come in.
I'll give you a scenario. Trade Steph for Maxi and a couple first round picks.
Neil, it's not that quick. Steph's contract is for $216 million.
Probably is earning
you
60 million per year.
Who's your biggest contract guy? That's the math that needs to be done. Actually, the only team that can do this is Boston. The only team is Boston.
Yeah, isa. Hold on, sa. Because basically I lose na, so I'm gonna continue to the hypotheticals. So let's just say you trade Steph for Maxi, and let's just say
Again, you can't, but
okay, and a couple like maybe 1 first rounder and 2 second rounders, right? Maxi going to the Golden State with Jonathan Kuminga. Let's just say wala na si Draymond, with Kevon Looney, and then maybe sign some other young guys that can really provide a winning impact for Golden State. So that's the rebuild already.
But Neil, you can't lagi.
Lagi, kasabot ako nga. Kasabot ko. I know that you can't, but I'm just stating the hypotheticals. But what if?
It's a horrible hypothetical. Neil, for it
what
to even
if-
just make sense mathematically, you need to give me somebody who is equal to or probably at the level of Steph's contract. You can't give me Tyrese Maxey, who's probably I think 30 mil only.
30 to 40.
What, half Steph? You're committing crime. You're committing a crime, Neil.
That's when I got yung mga picks.
Do you know how picks work or no?
Maybe.
Tell me the truth if I hit you with a glove.
Nakaduwa na ka 2K.
Maybe.
Neil, that's not how it works.
Even the
Maybe.
2K would decline.
2K would turn off its own self. The PlayStation would say F you, people.
2K14 will not.
Oh my god, no. But Neil, no, for it to work, it has to be financially correct. It can't be like, oh, I'll trade stuff for Tyrese. No, what? If you're Golden State, you just committed financial fraud. Now you're out 30M.
Anyone is touchable is
So that
But
they
not
would-
in a stupid sense, Neil.
so-
Can we read the comments? Basta na yung mga good.
No, I don't think there was
so that
any.
you would have an idea sa trades nila. Try the ESPN trade maker. Naman tanan salary nila so you can make a hypothetical trade. And the ESPN trade maker would just, if ma-trade ni during a player, it would add this number of wins for this team.
Yeah, and then you have to factor in the luxury tax.
Yeah, so you would understand saan nila pag
But it's not as black and white to have I'll trade Stephen Curry for Kyle Lowry. No, what?
hindi ra mo ko mag-try like
Mm.
if there is an a rumor like Miles Turner going to the Lakers for we had tomorrow. So I would try the trade, how it would work.
The back end of this one is the contracts.
Number one, ginauna tanon.
Yeah. Like
The face is so... Your face is so kanchaw.
yeah, because you give a dumb answer. Mathematically, hindi na nga kaya. Tanis Maxi, pinipilit niya. Tanis Maxi, half? Stop. Pwede yun.
Yeah, you mentioned Clay ganina, no? Like, kind of odd, like, Clay declined signing with the Lakers because he wants to stay for Dallas. Quote unquote. He wants to be in a contender. Right now, Dallas is number 8. Lakers number 5. And he also said he wanted to go to Dallas. He wants to play with Luka.
And now he's in the
Apparently,
Lakers.
Luka was traded.
The whole time Klay Thompson should have
Klay
just gone to the
was-
Lakers. It would have, because it would not have moved the needle. But then, did Klay know this? No. Because if you were...
It's just, ang malas lang.
Let's do this. What were the odds that Luka Doncic would be traded on Friday before Saturday? 0 siguro, diba?
That's what my point is. Malas na lang yung play. That's unfortunate.
Go ahead, game time. Your time to shine. I have a new game for us. I have a very fun
All
game
right,
for us.
so it's game
That's-
time once again, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna show you an AI photo of this NBA player. So please show us the photo. 3, 2, 1. Like
Tiger.
Kawhi? I don't know.
What?
Why is that? LA Clippers and a tiger. Oh.
What is going on with that photo?
Clippers? Tuwa guro niya siya sa Clippers.
Oh,
Maybe
now I
the
get it.
third.
Now I get it. Now I get it why. Now I get it why. Brother.
Surname.
Yeah, somebody got the answer.
I think so. Why, Leonard? Why?
Yeah, because Kawhi changed the N to the P, it's leopard. Am I right? Okay, that's why. That's why. That is why.
That's why you don't really
Okay.
trust ChatGPT.
Yeah.
How did you even get Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah, because you changed
Kawhi
the N,
Leonard!
you changed the N to P. It's already leopard, so that's why maybe.
But someone that did.
Somebody got the answer. Y'all crazy. Nib Silas got this. Nib, you need to tell me how you even thought about this, bro. Somebody said Blake Griffin,
Oh.
Matt Barnes.
Oh.
I don't know. I wouldn't even. I'd just be guessing, to be honest with you.
What words Barney? So,
Okay,
Nib
yeah.
Silas is our winner.
Congratulations once again, Mr. Nibs Salas.
Do not hit the exit button just yet. If you didn't snag the win this time, keep the chin up because we've got more games, more thrills, and more chances for you once we get back after the short.
Every game is a battle. On the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined. Each move a step closer to glory. Settle the score and bet on your favorite team on Windsor, the seamless on-the-go online sports betting app. Bet on a wide range of live, virtual games anytime, anywhere with Windsor. The app gives you quick access to your current betting options. Have your favorite games at your fingertips with no lag or delays. With Windsor, you have a chance to win big, enjoy exclusive bonuses, and elevate your gaming experience, all in one place. It's time to call the shots with your newest game day companion. Win from within with Windsor. Every game is a battle. On the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined. Each move a step closer to glory. Settle the score and bet on your favorite team on Windsor, the seamless on-the-go online sports betting app. Bet on a wide range of live, virtual games anytime, anywhere with Windsor. The app gives you quick access to your current betting options. Have your favorite games at your fingertips with no lag or delays. With Windsor, you have a chance to win big, enjoy exclusive bonuses, and elevate your gaming experience, all in one place. It's time to call the shots with your newest game day companion. Win from within with Windsor.
Well, first of all, let me be clear. You can't rebuild when you never.
Every game is a battle on the relentless pursuit of victory. Each player is determined, each move a step closer to glory. Settle the score and bet on your favorite team on Windsor, the seamless on-the-go online sports betting app. Bet on a wide range of live virtual games anytime, anywhere with Windsor. The app gives you quick access to your current betting options. Have your favorite games at your fingertips with no lag or delays. With Windsor, you have a chance to win big, enjoy exclusive bonuses, and elevate your gaming experience, all in one place. It's time to call the shots with your newest game day companion. Win from within with Windsor.
Okay, supposedly si Steph mo tayo matrade.
Correct, but
Wala lang yun siya kapasar sa medical
Medical.
sa Milwaukee.
Correct.
That's why, in order to accommodate the trade,
they sent Monte.
they said Monte.
But you also have to factor in, Mang Good Neil, na they were never that committed to Monte to begin with. That's why they actually drafted Steph.
Okay.
Just to be clear, huh? That's a little fun fact for you. That's why they drafted Steph. Because they were trying to pair Monte with a point guard that would work, but then they realized Monte was a bigger problem altogether. So let's go Monte.
Mura man tog nag Monte want to Jimmy Butler out. Like he
Yeah.
wants, I'm the alpha. Why would you lean on stuff like that? Someone has to go.
So we're gonna do this instead, huh? I know that they have a picture in the back. Do you guys have a picture for the knockout game? Wala. Pa. Ani na lang. We're gonna do it this way. Oh no, we're gonna go game time first. Are we gonna go game time?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go game time. We're gonna give you guys a chance to win another prize, 500 pesos.
AI photo.
500 pesos for the Windsor credits. 1, 2, 3, go! Jason. For Freddy versus Jason. In a dark area. Jason.
Samoa.
Derulo.
Tatum.
Oh, white Tatum. Freddy versus Jason. No team indicator at all, except he's in a forest.
Yeah.
Baby.
Does Mom Jack have like Chat GPT Premium? She keeps coming up with these images.
Baby. What?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Alright.
I
I
understand.
get it.
I understand it. Gotcha.
How did Liz Abando get it? I did not get it for a while. Jason Kidd is the answer. Because it's Freddy versus Jason and it's a kid.
Jason Kidd.
Nakakatawa yung mga random thumbs up ni Mom Jack minsan. Alright.
Yep.
So here's what we're gonna do. They can pick any logo and we're gonna bid. Okay? So he's gonna say, whatever team, I can name 1 player, 2 player, 3 player. The person who has the balls to say, I can name this amount of players, and the other 2 will say, okay, name it. You will have to name that many players, and the 2 will suffer the consequence. Gets? For example, we go, I can name 5 players, I can name 6 players. Obviously, it can't go down. I can name this many players, and this players. Then when you say you can name 13, China like, alright, say fine, name 13 players. If you can't name 13, you suffer the consequence. But if you name 13, we take it off.
Yeah, that's
Get the game?
Yeah.
It's a new game. We're gonna bid. They're gonna put it can be any team. Any team. Yeah, obviously have a lot of time to think. Because as the bidding goes, you can start naming the players in your head. But of course, there'll still be the timer, and you'll still, I know. Alright? So it's all up to the guy with the biggest balls. Of course, you can't just say drop out, and then, whoever had the highest number at the end of the bidding will have to go. Alright? Ready?
Okay.
Alright, whatever team you can think of.
Okay.
Whatever team you can think of.
Yeah, I think I saw this.
Yeah, I saw this.
I can name 30.
I can name 100.
I can name 1.
We'll be here all night, though. 100. That'd be amazing if we could. I can only name 4.
I can name 6.
Kakayanin kaya bukas ng Golden State ang Lakers without Schroeder or Wiggins? No. Bet Lakers tomorrow. Bet Lakers. Hindi masali. Yan ang maganda. Yabangan. Parmihan ng number of players.
Unless, di pa rin, I think,
Any team you can think of.
Butler won't play tomorrow.
Butler won't play tomorrow.
If Luka is probable, or so, lalo naman si Luka bukas. More so na tatambakan talaga yung goal. All the more. So, and I think the Lakers will just Luka tomorrow. They would be kaya nila. Bet
Lakers.
Draymond under 2.
Draymond under everything. Whatever is available, everything. Bum. Probably not even gonna play. We'll just pretend he has an injury.
What a weird bit of kids.
I mean, again,
I don't know what they're leaning. Like they're in now, but
yeah, they have apparently they have a $216 million Stephen Curry. You might as well try to win while he's here.
Winning now, unless they're betting on day of Butler.
I mean, you could make that bet.
Bet on day.
But you're also, the problem I see there also is you're trying to reactivate or reignite playoff Butler in a different system. A system that requires for you to fit in with Stephen Curry because nobody else knows how to win outside of that. Right? There's no flexibility in the Steve Kerr system. It's either you know how to win it with this because we know we can win with this, or you don't. Which is why probably they thought, all right, well, maybe Butler can and Wiggins as, you know.
Jay Crowder ba? Ano siya, no? Ganun. Journeyman kayo siya. Jay Crowder ba?
Why are you saying it like journeyman kayo bro? Go. Chinese, start with the bidding. What's the team? Go ahead. Flash the team. How many? You can name 12?
Probably.
I can name 13.
I can name 15.
Brooklyn Nets, not New Jersey Nets. Brooklyn Nets.
Let's fucking go. I can name 15.
But I don't feel like he can't, but I feel like he's gonna try.
I can name 15.
Take note how my 5-second limit, huh?
Take
5 second, huh?
Because he's confident he can name 50. So 16.
I can name 15.
I bet if I say 16, he's gonna call it.
Yeah. I can name 15.
So
you
you
go 16? Brooklyn Nets? Okay.
You can name more than 15.
I can name 15 lang gani.
I know Derek can name 100 for sure.
Appeal ta ng mga G League.
Apil pang G-League siguro ng team.
Kaya lang ako 12. And name more.
I wanna say I can name 16.
Name it.
But you know what? Sige! Name 15.
Okay.
Ready?
So, pila man ang dili? Wala 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Hindi na time 30 seconds. Oh, 30 ba? 1 minute.
No, every player you go, every time you stop, it's 5 seconds. So you have to go
okay.
all the 15.
Okay.
I didn't even know anyone knew this many Brooklyn Nets players. Current, not current.
Currently.
Wala, just go. Go.
D'Angelo Russell, Reggie Jackson, Kevin Garnett, Jason Terry, Paul Pierce, Joe Johnson, Andrei Kirilenko, Milos Teodosic. Not Milos Teodosic, Teletovic, Mirza Teletovic.
5, 4,
Wait.
3,
Mirza Teletovic.
2,
Cam
1.
Johnson.
Huh?
Cam Johnson.
Are we letting him beat the buzzer?
Cam Johnson, Isaiah Whitehead, Nick Claxton, Mikal Bridges, Mike James.
5.
Mike
4,
James.
3, 2.
Oh shit!
Blake Griffin.
Oh
my God.
He had Karolinko. Darren Williams.
Jason
Trial.
Collins.
No trial. You're done. You're done.
Trial.
No.
Ako ga?
Yeah, ikaw na.
Ako ga dapat duha.
No, that was the deal. You heard the deal from the beginning, huh?
Dapat duha.
What's it do?
Dapat duha ang consequence.
Wait, take note. You already have 2. This one and the debate.
So, ganun pa ka matulog? Jason Collins.
Oh my god.
Confident.
Confident, man. That's a lot of players, huh?
Yeah.
I thought he had it when he said Mirza Telenovic. I was also trying to remember Mirza. Chris McCullough. Deep. Darren Williams. Jason Terry.
They said Jason there.
He said Terry. He went deep. If he said like Lakers, Bucks, Oklahoma.
They
Yeah.
said Joe Johnson.
Benson.
Alright, sige.
Let's
Let's go.
Alright. So he's gonna do 2
Dorian Finney-Smith.
DFS. Damn.
Lakers with the
I can also name a lot. Boston, Lakers, Chicago, Oklahoma.
Di, come good, brother.
Come on.
Sasayaw na si Neil.
Dili.
Let's do one for kicks.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll do one more for kicks. Sige, go.
Pero wala na consequence.
Ano consequence? You already got it.
Kalingawan na to.
Malingaw.
One more.
New game, good. New game. So malingaw ka.
One more.
Giro mundo.
15 ba?
15 pa.
Oh.
You can name.
Oh. Tuwag ko.
I can go 14.
15.
15 na bud.
10.
No, you can't go lower than 14.
Okay, kung mutaas ko, sige, name it. Mga naman mo diretso.
So 10 na ma.
You can only name 10, so I have to name 14. I'll name 14.
Yeah.
So, Alex English, Dikembe Matumbo, Sharif Abdul Rahim, where's his name? Abdul Mahmoud? The guy? Alright. That's 4. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, Michael Porter Jr., Reggie Jackson, Zinad Naji, Bol, Carmelo Anthony, Kenyon Martin, Allen Iverson, Chauncey Billups.
Nikola Jokic.
Jokic.
Andre Miller, Ty Lawson.
Martins Camby. This goes on. J.R. Smith.
Allen Iverson.
Do you have one more? You have one more? Na yung yandam? Wala. Okay, one more. Let's go one more. Let's go one more for kicks. But I hope they have an embarrassing TikTok ready.
Kaya nag-search pa man sa sila TikTok.
This is tough. Not gonna lie, this is tough.
I
Chan,
can name 5.
I didn't ask you yet.
Wait.
You're not the bidder. Chan will always start as the bidder. Chan, 13. I can name 15.
I can name 16.
Get out! I'll smack him with the glove if he can't name 16. So,
I can name
yeah,
6.
we'll whack you with this.
I can name 16. Oh, sige. Deal.
No deal.
Lagi.
This is for kicks.
Kira 16.
Okay, 16. Sige. Isa. Sige. Mike Miller, Pau Gasol, Mark Gasol, Damon Stoudemire, Zach Randolph, Tayshaun Prince, Mike Conley, Tony Roten, Jaren Jackson, Jam Morant, Dylan Brooks, Santi Aldama, Santi Aldama, I saw.
Wala yan.
Ay, dili!
I could have named 15. I'm not gonna lie.
Mike Bibby. Laravia. Edie. Mas ang Hero man.
I mean, you gotta bet on yourself somehow, you know.
I like it. I like this one.
Yeah, you gotta bet on yourself.
Yeah,
Okay,
what's
okay,
the-
okay,
what's the-
okay. I'll
what's the-
take the L. I'll take the L. I'll take the
You have
L.
one more or no na?
I'll take the L.
Last one, last.
There's a lot.
Let's pick one. But anyway.
Is it? I can name one.
Mm. I can name 20 set. Oh, okay, kung mag-21 ko, sige, name it na pod. Ako na pod. Where's the justice in that? Di ba?
Sige, so ayan ako, 20.
Sige, wait.
20 lang. Yeah. Okay. 21.
Oh, ito consequence. Oh, gapon nila kayo marag digi.
Ikaw, di ba?
Okay, I'll give it out.
Name it.
'22 New York Knicks. Dave DeBusschere, Phil Jackson, Walt Clyde Frazier, Willis Reed from the 1970s, Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, Marcus Camby, Larry Johnson, Charlie Ward, Patrick Ewing,
5.
Charles Smith. How many na?
11.
11. Charles Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, Jeremy Lin, Baron Davis, Mike Bibby, Jared Jeffries, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Jalen Brunson. How many?
20.
20.
2 more.
Julius Randle. Michael Bridges, OG Anunoby. I can go on and on. Agay! Agay!
Okay.
Do we have one more? You want one more? No. Let's move
Okay,
on.
sige, one more.
You want one more?
One more.
One more big,
One
or you
more.
want to go attack the whole thing? You have one more, Mike? Any team down? You want to beat it? Sige, one more.
Yeah, one more.
One more for
Ano
Niels.
nito, warm up ni para next week.
Sige, go.
Memorize.
Sige, go. One more. Okay. Chan, bidding starts with you. 15. I can name. Damn, the Pacers are a weird team. I'm good. I can name 18.
I can name, again, pag 19 name.
I bid on you. You bidded me back.
Yeah, I can name, 9.
Hindi mo ka mo lower.
19. No, you can't go lower, Ligi. If he says 19, you have to call it if you can't name more.
19.
You can name 19. Name it. Chan says name it. Can I name 20 Indiana Pacers?
Kaya rin dun.
I can do 20, yeah. 20.
Playing it safe.
Yeah, 20. I did 20 Knicks. I can do 20 Pacers, yeah. I was a big follower of the Pacers.
21.
Name it. I'm not sure about this. All right, let's go. Jalen Rose, Rick Smits, Reggie Miller, Travis Best, both Davises. Dale and what was his name? What was the other Davis name? Dale and let's go down with the one Dale Davis. That's 5. So I got Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, Steven Jackson. Then we have Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nemhard, Miles Turner. I actually can't. I'm stuck on the Pacers, man. No, it was 16.
Ron Artest,
I'm trying to go through their roster.
TJ Ford,
TJ
TJ
Ford.
Leaf, Tyler Hansbrough,
Yeah, Hansbrough, TJ Leaf. Yeah, fun game.
Roy Hibbert,
Roy Hibbert, David West. Oh my God, Paul George. Shoot, Beja. Yeah. All right, let's go to the hottest take of the night. Neil, take it away, because I can't wait for your TikToks later.
From Ronel Gila, Rob Pelinka, and Nico Harrison is very close friends, so that's why they initiated a trade. Globally, this is good for the NBA because their ratings are going down. Now Lakers have Luka. Now Lakers have Luka. Now he will get back the ratings go up, and on the business side, sales will be sky high rocket.
Poging Nisha. It's a win or a bluff for the Mavs. They traded 10 years to a 2-year championship hopes. If they won back-to-back championship, I'd say they won the trade. But if they only win one ring or none, that's a complete loss. I believe that Mark Cuban has nothing to do with this yet. The majority owner axed this deal with Nico Harrison. They can't wait anymore and don't want to pay the youth contract of Luka. They want results now, a championship that Luka didn't get last year, and hoping that AD, Kyrie, Clay, and TJ and Gafford get lost a lot of fans on market. Like when Luka left, they immediately lost 700,000 at it.
VP Tablason, the trades in the NBA, from my perspective, are more like a business decision, and Lakers, out of all the trades, pulled out the best one. For the reason that they can win superstars' marketability, as well as building a team around him in the future. For me, Luka is one of the hottest superstars, as well, one of the best players in the league. Luka is in a big market team, which will make a huge jump for NBA ratings and viewership. At the end, long-term success is visible, and another championship for the Lakers is achievable in the future. Okay.
From Ray Jimenez, Lakers are smart. They know LeBron is a few seasons away from retiring, and trading for Luka is them preparing for the future. He can attract other solid players to play for the Lakers in the future, even when LeBron is tired already. As for Dallas, yes, defense wins championship, but doesn't mean you'll let go of a generational offensive talent like Erquan, y'all. The arguable hardest ring will be horrible.
That's true. Ito na ba lahat?
The weird argument though of Harrison, defense wins championship, but he failed to realize that there are a lot more better defensive team than
Dallas.
team,
They're number 12 right now.
And in order to contradict those better defense, they need the talent of.
I thought they were
Trump card, diba?
I genuinely felt that they were gonna make another run this year. They just need Luka back. All right, all are very technical. We like what we read, but who are we going with?
Walang mga fun comments so far.
They're also shocked.
Can we go back? I don't really like either one of them. Poging Nisha might have the best take.
Yeah, Poging.
The majority owner acts.
Poging Nisha.
Poging Nisha. I go with Poging.
I go with Poging.
Yeah, me too.
Congratulations to Poging Nisha. Comment of the night. Thank you so much, Poging Nisha, for your amazing comment. And of course now, before we get to the duck race, Mike, what do you have for our very handsome and dashing? I like your shirt, by the way. It's very nice. Your hat looks stupid. I like it. Put a UK over that last time. It pissed me off. Being weird. All right, Mike, what do you have for Neil?
It's actually Coach Jackson. It is triple XL ba? So, tama siya din. Adjust lang. Takong action.
What did you get adjusted?
Tailoring.
Even a 300-pound Luka would be way better than 90.
True. I agree. 1, 2, 3, go! Run, Ducks, run!
Swim.
Swim day, sorry. That's true. They do swim. They don't run.
Apparently they're running in the water.
In the water. That's my point. Like they run in the water. They don't swim in the water. Don't think that the duck race is gonna distract me from making sure you do your consequence. Or doing a consequence. I'm just waiting for my.
Because you're so confident with your one.
I'd rather die trying than not try at all.
Oh, look at that. Look at them being so. What's
Boston,
the word? Chivalrous.
I can name.
I get him 40. Boston. Not really 40. Let's say 30 plus. 35. Yeah. Boston. Can you name 35?
Washington.
Shit.
I named 10.
20. 25. I was a John Wall fan for a while. So. OKC I can name a lot. I'm probably 30 players who played with OKC and before OKC. Ooh. Audrey Quijano got a video. Ooh. I love these. I love these. Oh, we did that last week. We did the ding 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 last week. This one seems easy enough. I like it.
Okay. I'm good with that.
The bear duck again?
The bear duck, of course, always the winner. Again, bet on the bear duck. Shovi Balolot Lim. Is that your real name?
Shovi Balolot.
Shovi Balolot? Okay. I don't think it's right. What's so funny about it?
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
Oh my
Hey, what if the person's real name is really Shobi Balolot, huh?
See, it's okay to dance as long as I laugh this hard.
Okay.
It's fun.
Shobi Balolot, huh?
Oh my god. Oh my.
Oh, here's another one. Hold on, here's another TikTok. Wait.
Whoever you are, sorry.
I don't know why they're laughing. I'm only laughing because they're laughing. I actually really wondered.
It's not what you said, it's how you said.
Yung nga, I'm trying to figure out if Shobi Balolot means something in Tagalog. Does it mean anything?
Magkakakabag ako sa'yo.
But what does it mean anything or no?
Later.
Later, really? It means something. I'm totally.
It's not what you say, lagi.
No, I'm also saying like.
It's not what you said, it's how you say it.
Okay, here we go. It seems too easy. Oh, there you go. But you're doing two, so get on up there. All right, so as always, it's the.
Mananaoy!
I love that one to me was one of the best. That dude.
Pwede mo request katong kang Bruno Mars.
Hindi mo Mars. Bago niya.
Tayo ni mo nga.
Bruno de Brusa. The Brazil thing. Brazil de Bruno something. Have you been practicing that?
Manana.
Saints go.
Manasad na. That's the one I dress
In
like
the-
Windsor babe.
The sea oil mascot.
CO.
Yeah, yung dalawa. All right, so we hope the fans are already in. Neil Ramos.
Don't forget to comment hashtag watch and winner.
Yeah.
All the winners. That's not supposed to.
All I did was this, but you. Ano ba yun?
I stole the ball. Last break. Was also shocked. How come I did that? Like, that's... Also, Neil's up and under.
Duck race is good. Neil Ramos. Oh no.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah, pero ingana mo energy. Dapat ingana gyud ha.
Sumukag
Ingana
na
ka slow mo.
Nga ka passionate ha?
Ingana ka passionate with the face.
Oh. Gay. Sige. Kasa.
Basta ingana ka passionate.
Yan si Bray sa tubangan.
Good ka ha.
Or si Mike ato ito nga. Isayawan mo si Mike.
So,
Bitaw. No? We give the guys in the back something to be a fan about, Neil.
happy bito ka na si Mike ron kay namo si Luka Doncic.
Ready? So this is the consequence. Si Moy TV comes up with some funny stuff, man. I think it's also his face, which kind of annoys me. Look at his face. Go.
Napag-costume, bro. Namang diri.
Let's see it. 1, 2, 3, Neil Ramos.
Dili, ikuro.
No, we'll play the music by all means. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You wanted this one, huh? Huh? Napaingking. Yeah. Everybody throw a 100 peso bill on the floor. Yeah. I love it. That's so much fun. All right.
Congratulations.
And that.
Oh,
I'm not sure who had to endure that eye strain.
congratulations. There we go.
And that concludes today's Grandslam Thursday.
Good.
And I hope you had as much fun as we did. Keep those eyes peeled for some major announcements, Red Games, and you know we're bringing even bigger prizes next time.
Yes.
Neil Ramos.
Yep. Again, guys, it's Neil. And please, once again, follow my page, Hoopstop, on Facebook. MCBL Final 4 will be coming our way this coming weekend, Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure. I need to confirm it with Coach Jack. So the teams are Realm Engineering, Ike China, who's basically the Artera builders, JDCB, Ballers, and Albes, the sister team of Light Shipping. Yep, so again, catch us. Again, I think appeal ka sa cover sa semis, bro, di ba? Pa-cover ba sa semis?
I don't know. I'll talk to Jax about that.
Okay.
Jan?
I'm and outlaw.
Jeff Kininola from Grind Time Sports PH. You guys know where to go if you're looking for all the fun, entertaining content that Luka, AD Trade, then Neil and Jeff. Okay. It's been a fun GST, guys. That's, I guess, what I want to say. From the whole squad here at Wins here, a massive thank you for hanging out with us. You guys are the real MVPs. And we can't wait to see you back here next week for all the Wins here magic. Round of games, hot takes, you know it. Until then, stay hype, stay bold. See you guys next week.
Peace.